Waiting for YouTube to give me some kind of notification that I'm doing something wrong. No notifications. Okay. How is everyone? Let me get my dose. Oh. Okay, I'm going to wait for you guys to show up. Hopefully I'm in the right orientation. And I'm not sideways. Hey, Jay Lely, am I in the right orientation? Hi, Karen. Hey, it's Chris in the house. I'm glad you're here, Chris, because I didn't open up your box yet. Oh, good, I'm in the right orientation. Oh, I'm telling you, the life of a content creator. Chris, you'll understand. Who else? Who else? Jay Lely, do you create content? I know you do a lot for content creators. I went and got, where did it go? What'd I get? Anyway, it's over here. This isn't the right one. Hello from the Diamond Brush. Hello, hello, hello. Is that Sandy? Hi, Gabrielle. I went and got this. Now, let me tell you, this is the one that I got from Five Below. Five Below. I couldn't find it. Yeah. Wow, you're so cute. This isn't YouTube, so confused. Karen, where do you think you are? You're on YouTube. Hi, Sandy. I got this from Five Below, as you guys say hello to each other, and I lost it. I put it in a handbag and never took it out. So what did I go and do? I ordered another one from Amazon, and being that John and I are reading, I got 2 microphones. Are you on YouTube? On the television? It should. I'm so confused. Every time I need to do a live, I feel like I'm stepping into a rocket ship. What am I doing wrong? But anyway, I went and got this beautiful arm finally. You see how you could move this arm? Watch, I'll take a finger off. See how you can move this arm so that you can, be over your diamond painting? Well, I can't use it because the receiver doesn't fit when I have my cell phone in there, and so then I can't use my microphone. It's always something. It's always something. What am I doing wrong here? I'm coming right back. Just putting the thing down because the boy's coming. I love that you all know each other. Karen, Chris, Sandy, Jay Lely, Gabrielle, and everybody else out there. Say hi. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Yes, I went and got these. Did you see that Crash's release paper? She did a pic I posted of Discord thanking Rich for image. I was on Rich's live when he was doing auctions, and I think I was there. Yvonne, thank you. Yvonne is the D-Stash queen of information. I know Gabrielle had said, would you, do some I'm actually reading some, looking down. Would you do some information on destashing? And Yvonne said, I know a lot of destash groups, and she knows the groups that are legitimate because I did go to a few that she asked me to go to, and I did join. I think destash trade and something. But I was so overwhelmed by the amount of diamond paintings that people put on to destash. And like after I got done with one girl, she had like 150 diamond paintings. I'm like, Yeah, so Yvonne, Yvonne and I email. I can make a doc too, and then I could put it in a post. That was the other thing that you guys didn't get this week from me. I did two documents. One of them was how to find out how many drills are actually on your canvas if you actually bought a canvas and there was no drill count. Yeah, I can't believe on a release paper. I bet my son is the only one that bought. Well, everybody head over to Crashly's and go get Jay Lee's release paper. Thank you, Yvonne, because it is so overwhelming. When you want to buy a painting, and then I know, a few people had situations where you're kind of you just feel like kind of like you're giving someone your credit card or information. Diamond Art, Destash, and Trade. That's the one that I went to. Yes, she actually has one that I want, and I went to Dreamer Designs to make sure that it was absolutely totally discontinued, and it is. DAC fans, I think, is a pretty huge group. Like, they have thousands of people. Why am I standing? Dreamer Designs D-Stash Community Group. That one I don't know. Yvonne, is there any person that's selling that you would say I would buy from them? Diamond Art Club, D-Stash, and Dreamer Designs. Now, well, I'll do a doc, and I'll put it up in the community post of Elisa Maria Designs. Okay. Chuck Pinson. Chicky. Oh, that's good. How do you get a scammer out? Like, how do you know that they're scamming up? I wouldn't know up until a transaction. Wow, that's good to know. Um, I know one of my subscribers had a problem with that. I am so happy that so many of you put your trust in us, me and Sandy, deliver what we say we do. Thank you all for that. It's a big responsibility. Thank you. It is. I mean, I've been in the public service customer for, like, I can't even remember when I wasn't in some kind of situation where I wasn't dealing with customers in exchange of money. And I just bought this week from, well, I didn't buy this week, and Yvonne sent me Yvonne sent me 3 diamond paintings. In fact, I have the one out here that I wanted to talk about when we get to, oh, well, this isn't, Yvonne sent me this one as a gift, which is the majestic cat that looks just like Foofy. And it's bringing me to something that I want to say about that, about just, looking at a diamond painting. Yes, with their names and date. They put a sticky note. So if I was selling this, it would have my name and the date on a sticky note. Okay, so, Yvonne also sent me 2 other diamond paintings from Diamond Art Emporium, and they were 2 angels, and I had bought 2 diamond paintings from Diamond Art Emporium. No comments on asking price. Some people put high prices on archive paintings. Just scroll on, don't comment, it will get you kicked out. Really? So I guess I think it was the D-Stash group, because I think that's the only one that I showed this week when I did a video on Monday. Okay. You bought and sold, no problem. Good to know. Good to know. I will tell you, after the Diamond Art Club 7-year anniversary, well, really, hi, how are you? The knitting vibes. Hi, I welcome in. Um, you know, I think I'm still trying to recover from Black Friday and all the shopping, and then the DAC, and then wanting to support the shops that we want to support that are going through a crisis with tariffs and stuff. I have a lot of diamond paintings, and I rearranged my room again. You're so sweet. Keep it up. Thank you. You too. Um, I I put all my diamond paintings away, and I was like, you know, I'm looking at these diamond paintings and I don't think I'm ever going to get to them. I love them. I had one that I wanted to do an artist background on. When interested in diamond painting, click on seller, look at their profile if newly joined Facebook or not. Many post. Red flag, use only PayPal. Is PayPal goods and services just PayPal? Because I see PayPal / goods and services. I'm in the United States, the knitting vibes. If my husband was here, he would say something to you in your native language. uh, Yvonne, is PayPal goods and services? Is it? He's used this phrase so many times you think I would know it by heart, but I don't. So let me see where I was here. Oh, okay. So the art, diamond art. Which one was it? Let me go back up and read. It was diamond art, destash, and trade. That was the one that I put in my video Monday when I did a video for Summer with the Masters, Muka. And they had, I forget who it was, she had like a buy it now, and if her painting didn't buy, if someone didn't buy it, so let's just say I have a painting and this cost $80, but I want to get at least $40 for it, and no one wants to buy it now. What she was doing was she was selling tickets for, she said $2, okay? So she would sell the amount of tickets that equaled $40, and so for $2, so that would be 20 people would have to buy a ticket for $2, and then she would spin the wheel, and whoever won the diamond painting for $2, and she still got her 40. I thought that was brilliant. I really like that idea. If I have diamond paintings that I just don't want to. Hi, Candy. So, yeah, Yvonne, you know what I'll do? I'll grab that from you and I will post it in a community post, and I'll put a document on it so that everybody can download it and save it in their Google Drive or whatever, and they'll have it. Getting my dose on, Gabrielle. This is my dinner. So I'm glad that we got a little information about destashing. I did make sure that you follow all the rules too, because I was in such a rush. Destash. Oh, really? $38 for shipping just because she lives remotely? Hi, crazy mom, LeClaire. Yeah, this is my second one. And I'm treating myself. I put a little Hershey syrup on the bottom because I was talking to Karen. And Karen likes the Valencia from Starbucks, which is orange and chocolate. So I put a little Hershey syrup on the bottom. And I put almond milk, my dose, and whipped it up. And that's my treat for tonight. Good to know, because there's a lot of groups out there. So I had some notes myself about the week. How was everyone's week? How was everybody kicking off summer with the Masters? And Diamond Art Club's 7-year anniversary, which I have a little story about that. Diamond Art Club kicked off on a Saturday, and Summer with the Masters kicked off on a Sunday. Yeah, I know you, I think you said you got orange. Oh, Tarani's orange. Yum. I love the tangerine one. And I also have this week, I have a video coming to you guys, John and I. Hi, Donna. Ciao. John and I went out for pizza. Let me get this thought out. And, oh, Gabrielle. I'm waiting for Johnny to come in because I'm never gonna get my thoughts out because I order now from Hungry Root. I think when I came back from vacation, there was nothing in the house, and I was in Florida still, and I ordered Hungry Root thinking that this delivery would come and I would have food in the house for when we got back. I'm hooked on Hungry Root. I only order it once a month because John and I have very hectic schedules. We're not home all the time, but when we are, I want to eat healthy. I want to eat as organically as I can. I got off of a lot of salt when we were in Florida, and everything to me just tastes extremely salty. And one thing that Hungry Root sends you is fruits and vegetables, like on the house. I had a red pepper today that I made with a lemon garlic hummus and their grilled chicken that was out of this world on a organic whole wheat tortilla. It was outstanding, but I could have eaten the red pepper by itself. So Johnny's like, I want to get I want to have an orange, and he came out with a grapefruit. I'm like, Johnny, that's a grapefruit. And he's like, it is. I'm like, yeah. He's like, it's so good. I'm like, it is delicious. So I'm waiting for Johnny to come home, and I'm going to have some grapefruit in maybe some vodka. Oh, Yvonne. So Yvonne is talking about the ballerina, the Russian ballerina from Diamond Painting Shop, which I thought everyone knew about Diamond Painting Shop. Rosa, the owner, is absolutely lovely to deal with. Her mukas are absolutely gorgeous. I have one on my desk right now that I'm doing, Night's Rest. This is from 2023. I didn't finish it in 2024. No, this might be 2023. Let me see. 2022 was Irises, and 2023 was the Muka Moon. This is 2024, so I'm going to finish her this year. Rosa is lovely to deal with, and, you know, have you tried? The diamond brush is here, and Chris is here, and Chris makes these rulers for square drills for Diamond Art Club, okay? So he's here, he can answer any questions, but I got his shorter rulers this time around, the smaller ones, not the big one, because you might be able to adapt it to another diamond painting. If I'm not right there, Sandy or Chris, please. It is. I didn't know you didn't do square, Yvonne. Oh, Sandy, I did the irises. Yeah, so I have a diamond painting video coming out. I revisited my first Diamond Art Club painting, and I revisited my first Summer with the Masters, and I did a video on both of them, but I have yet to upload them because Johnny threw me because he was like, I want to read. And so he's reading Jaws. He'll tell you all about it. Yes, I want that ballerina. I will not be on earth long enough to do these. Her mukas are gorgeous. I know you've had to have seen the moon that I have. I show it all the time. And what is so... Hi, Gwen! What is so beautiful about the moon? Let me go and show you guys. What is so beautiful about the moon is someone said that she looked like Princess Diana. There she is. That's one of Diamond Painting Shop's. I love the gown. Look at it. The movement in it is absolutely stunning, gorgeous. I wish that she would do the stars. Someone said that her face looked like Princess Diana, and I'm trying to get you guys, where's my... Someone said her face looked like Princess Diana. That's how Princess Diana she used to put her hand up to her mouth. And that was it. I think Rosa sold out of that painting, but that was a few years ago. And I love it even more because it is a muka, and it does remind me of Princess Diana. And it won't even focus. It's so sparkly in the background. The drills are black ABs that are in the outline of the gown that's kind of blowing up. I just love the movement in that. And it's mostly blue and black until you get up to her face, and then I have to take it away from her. And then you come into all these ABs that are in the crown of her hair. So why don't you try and use the rule, Yvonne? I used to not like squares, and now I'm addicted. Jump in, Yvonne. Jump in. Listen, when you see my video on my first Diamond Art Club canvas, I didn't know the first thing about a square. And I ordered a canvas and didn't know it was a square, and I had no choice but to jump in. That's why my thumbnail tonight, it's of the wink and of that, because really my first Diamond Art Club was the wink. I got a practice canvas. Ren over at the Diamond Painting Shop, I don't know if you saw that unboxing yet, I bought a Practice Your Square kit that he has, and it's it's just a woman's face. Did you see that one? Oh, you guys are all doing mukas. I love it. Show my Curtis paintings on the wall. Okay. Well, there is I'm like in an obstacle course. That's Diamond Art Club. That is chosen by Curtis Reikovich. Isn't she stunning? I love the butterfly. Love the butterfly. And then I have Let Them Eat Cake, but I took the skull and turned it into a heart on her cupcake. She was so much fun to do. I love the little red rosy cheeks. Look at the lips. Oh, my God. Insane. The bird in the head, the swallow in the hair. And then I went to DP with sparklers, and I wanted like a Queen Charlotte. I was watching Bridgerton, and I wanted a Queen Charlotte effect in her hair, and I got pearls for squares, and I put little pearls in her hair. I wish they were bigger. I wish they were bigger. And then that is... what do I have in there? Crimson. A beauty. I love crimson. I love the poinsettias in the hair, the hat, the blondish white hair with pink highlights. I love Curtis's backgrounds. His backgrounds are always stunning. I'm sorry, I'm moving you guys around a lot, probably making me dizzy. I love Curtis's background. I love that watercolor effect that he does. And then I'm going to go really slow here because I don't want to make you guys sick. I'd have to say she was my first, and she is my favorite. Lilac has so many pearls everywhere. There's pearls in her head, pearls in this little hat that she has on, pearls in her eyebrows and eyelashes, on her face, in her bodice, on this little muff, on the sleeve. She's just, I don't know. I think that she's just fabulous. And I keep these two together. They're my two winter ones. And then I have other winter ones that I'm looking to do. I have another Curtis that I'm looking to do for the winter because it reminds me of my dad. And I have, I never got to her. But she's supposed to be coming out when I do Jaws with my husband. This is Curtis's Daydreamer Mermaid. I only got a part of her head done, piece of her hair done. That's it. I love Curtis. I do. I was trying to expand my horizons this year and be like, do something other than Curtis Reichovich. But I can't. It's too much. He's too much. I love him. Go over to his Instagram if you're a Curtis fan. Check out his Instagram. He is amazing. An amazing artist. This man, I don't know, he must go to sleep like this. With a paintbrush in his hand. I can't even believe that. I can't believe what he creates. It's amazing. So what were you guys saying while I was walking around the room? You know, I am weird. I only work one time. That was me. And I miss her. I wish she would come back one diamond painting at a time. I love Curtis. Hi, Queen of Diamonds. How are you? Queen of Diamonds it always inspires me to get a diamond painting that is like gorgeous and snacky size, but not really snacky size because she has such a great eye that it's like a big pow when you're done with it. So thank you. Your Curtis wall's gorgeous. Thank you. Hi, Barbara. You did? I'll make a link. I'll make a link to the practice square kit. The mermaid. I know. I have to get her done. She has a lot of gapping in her, but I did order rulers from Chris. I'm going to get to this box. And Chris is here and Sandy is here to see if I can use his round rulers on here. My first two Dreamer Design kits, I'm waiting for them to come so I can see what I can get from their mystery. How sweet is that? I love that. And you'll love it because he bought it for you. She's the best. I mean, you always have these really cute, you know, little paintings, and I'm like, I bought a few of them that you did and you showed on your channel. I bought the rose and I bought the tropical landscape. I missed out on the postage stamp. I think it was kind of past Valentine's Day, but she's got a great eye, and we love matching our fingernails to our to our canvases. Now I'm going to have to take the fairy diamond painting out. Well, no, guess what? I gotta say, I did all right. My nails match my muka. My muka's green. Let's go for a ride. Night's rest. 2 years in the making here. There she is. I only have this little section left, and then I can call her done. But she has taken up the entire desk. The entire desk. The matching is a must, right? Okay, so anybody want to see these rulers that I'm talking about? Before my husband gets here, if you guys miss it, I got something in the mail, and look at this. It was a little diamond painting pen. I'm like, when did I order this? I ordered it from Cheryl. It's got the rain stick inside. I don't know. But it came in the mail, and I was like, oh yeah, I do remember ordering that. I think it takes her a little bit of time to get these out. I know you guys want to see the rulers. I'm going to show you the rulers, but I'm really excited to see something that I think is genius. Okay, so we all know I did, in fact, I'm going to do these probably tomorrow. I'm going to do a video on the rulers tomorrow when I actually take, I'm going to take out the mermaid tomorrow because she's around. So I have this square. This is now the round. This is the round. And this is for Diamond Art Club's. Wait a minute. Chris, am I wrong? Somebody? Chris or Sandy? Is this for Diamond Art Club or Dreamer Design? The rain stick pen I got from Custom Pens by Cheryl on Etsy. I have one that I use with every self-care Sunday. I don't know if it's out. It's mesmerizing. The diamond brush. Oh, it's for Diamond Art Club. It's for Diamond Art Club round, and so then I'm gonna have to do it, Gabrielle. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to open up a diamond painting. I'm gonna have to open Mermaid Princess up, and Mermaid Princess is around. Oh, I know what you were saying. So this is the round for Diamond Art Club. I've got to keep all these things straight. Okay. Then Sandy's one of us. So, or is it you, Chris? Chris has got fancy nails too. Okay, then I got the small ones, and I'll tell you why. Because I was driving Chris crazy. Diamond brush ruler around, diamond brush ruler around. Now, I got black. Gabrielle's like, get done what you already started and don't open up any other diamond paintings. She's right. Well, let me tell you something, Gabrielle. I was talking to Lizette. She's got 10 whips open. Ten whips. I gotta pick her brain. I gotta pick her brain. So this is the diamond brush ruler round, and I got this has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This has got 10 fingers because I was driving Chris nuts, and I was trying to. I don't even know what diamond painting I was working on, but I have 19. I say do it. Lizette has a, I told Lizette, you should really write a book or get this printed up somehow where she's really holding herself accountable. She was only going to do, I think, 25 diamond paintings, and now she went up to 35 because she wanted to support some people that have, she wanted to support the diamond painting companies that she wanted to support due to the tariffs. And I thought that was great. And she diamond paints so fast. And so she's getting her, at least she gets something done. I'm trying to get a little Yorkie painting done. I'm downstairs forever. I know. I don't know. She's runs like a bed and breakfast and stuff. And I don't even know how she's so funny. She is so funny. Nobody makes me crack up like Lizette. She's so funny. So, all right. Large round, small round. And I got the small round because I don't know what I was diamond painting, and I was saying to Chris, I can't even diamond paint without my ruler anymore. Hi, Sandy. I can't even diamond paint without my ruler. So I'm trying to make it work with the larger ruler, and he's like, look, you need the smaller ruler. So I'm gonna be testing this all out for you tomorrow. So make sure you're here. Okay. Then what else did I get? Because I'm gonna get to what I think is really brilliant. And then I got the rulers for the squares, short, because I need these for my my Dreamer Design, my Ivan Valakovic. The Dreamer Design square canvas is so tight that I need to have some help. So I am diamond painting with a tweezer, that's helping, but I need to have, you know. So may your art journey be straight and true. Love from Chris and Sandy. All right, this is what I really want, you know, to show you guys that I think is brilliant. Okay, and this. I'm done using a funnel. The funnels are staticky too. You put a funnel in your art dot container and they stick to the inside. It drives me bananas. So now, oh, this is so pretty. I love the gold. So now you just put your art dot container in there and you fill up from the top, and they don't have to travel, which I think the traveling is really smart, really a smart idea, even when for diamond painting shop. Okay, Chris and Sandy can answer that one. So that's to fill up my art dot container. So you guys be here tomorrow for when I open up Mermaid Princess. Ooh, ooh, we got a challenge going on. Okay, so for those of you that don't diamond paint horizontally and you paint vertically like I do, right? Vertically is up and down, north. I always say north to south because I always get them. Thank you, Holy Spirit. and Mama Mia. Oh, this is such a pretty color. This is such a pretty color. Okay, so for those of you thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, everybody. Blushing. The stopper. Why hasn't someone thought of this already? Look at this. My reservoir's on the side, so that I can diamond paint up and down like I do. You know your drills are usually at the top, and then it cuts off my line. Because when I go to put my diamond painting pen in, you know, the reservoir is up here, my washi tape is up here, and I can't wait to use this tomorrow. You have no idea. I might tell you all to go home so I can play with my diamond painting. No, I'm kidding. But it's a beautiful purple. I got the purple. I think it's gorgeous and white. I can't wait to use this. I'm like, this is so smart. Why didn't someone think of this already? So now I could hold my tray on my diamond painting brush ledge this way and feel a little bit more secure about it. Or this way. Hi! Oh, gosh. You need to go get me something to drink. Huh? Or this way. And I can diamond paint up and down. You're not the first? Well, where have I been? Shh. Gabrielle's drinking wine and I'm jealous.
Hello, everyone.
Gabrielle's drinking wine, I'm jealous.
Okay, I'll get you some. Please allow myself to introduce myself. I'm John. I'm the dashing husband of the regal and beautiful Elisa Maria.
Oh, thank you, honey.
And I sometimes pop in for some readings and other stuff. But I asked her if I could make an appearance tonight, and she agreed.
I said yes, I have an opening on my calendar.
So, first things first, baby wants wine, so I gotta go get baby some wine.
Actually, really what I want is that grapefruit that I left that was so delicious from Hungry Root.
You don't want that, you'll make a mess.
I want that grapefruit with some vodka.
Oh, I gotta squeeze grapefruits
No,
down?
just open this, just put it right in there. And a lot of ice. Yvonne's got a Coors Light. Gabrielle said you're dashing.
Thank you, dear. And
he's coming back.
There's our baby. Foofy's making an appearance now.
Here he comes, the troublemaker.
Come on, Foofy.
He's in big trouble, this one.
Foofy, come here, Daddy.
Okay, so I have to
Say
get
hello to
through
everybody.
what I need to get through because he's going to come in and take over. How many of you are listening to Jaws? Here comes Jaws now. This is Jaws. He's only motivated by food. It's the only way he can get to do anything.
Isn't he a handsome devil? You're a handsome devil, Foofy. Wow.
That's great. It's not a competition. It's not a race. You start where you are.
All right,
You go
Dad.
slow. And now even more than ever, I want to put up the diamond painting video that I have of my first diamond painting, and I looked at it and I said, oh my God, it's so grainy, it's so this, it's so that, I'm going to revamp it. And everybody's loving Jaws, babe. And I looked on my desk, and Sandy, what I had on my desk was my first Summer with the Masters, and I wasn't even done it yet, and I had ordered a diamond painting, and I was hiding it from John and saying, you know, he's going to say, you're all over the place with this diamond painting. But I had on the desk, I had all the little green trays from all the Temu kits that I had, and I was doing that Summer with the Masters, Van Gogh's irises with a stick pen, and all those little green trays all over, and I just cracked up because I forgot that when I ordered the Winter Fox, I ordered myself a pen because I was telling myself, I'm not getting crazy with this craft. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying nothing. I'm not buying putty. I'm not buying wax. I'm not buying trays. I'm not buying pens. I'm not buying anything because I get out of control. I know me. And the one Diamond Art Club came in and they had a pen inside, but I thought it was so eye-opening to see that, you know, I just, it's now the gun show, that I was just going to do what I could and work with what I had. And really, Gabrielle laughs when I say this because I've been saying it for 2 years. When you do a square, make sure everybody has a buddy. Make sure when you put your squares down, you got a buddy right next to it, like they're holding hands. And dot if you have to. You know, put one square on at a time. Stay here with us. We're going to help you. We're going to come over to Elisa Maria Designs. We're going to help you. I'm going to maybe even break open that, since I see that you have such anxiety with squares, I'm going to break open my square kit, the practice kit. I have 3 people now that are having anxiety over squares. No, you'll learn so much about yourself as a diamond painter when you do a square kit. Who's Nursey? Gabrielle, did you hear chapter 3 yet? I loved chapter 3. My husband reads a book, and I told him the next time you read, you have to read up here on the desk so that I could diamond paint the mermaid. Because during the week he wanted to read, and we were downstairs. He's like, no, I want to be near the picture of the big ships. I'm like, okay, but next time I need to be diamond painting. I can't be diamond painting across the room. I have to be in this with you. So he's going to be up here with me, and I'm going to be diamond painting the mermaid while he talks about Jaws. And what is the Jaws reading? So John and I when I went to Five Below and got the microphone that I got, they had these little glasses for cats, and so I put them on Foofy, and John said, oh, here, let him make believe that he's reading Jaws. And I was like, no, why don't you read Jaws? Because you haven't read for us in a while since you retired. And he started to read Jaws to us. So there's a new chapter that comes out every Sunday publicly, but let me see, chapter 1 only went out to the regular subscribers, and the members are on chapter 3. So chapter 3 was so good. It was so, when he said, and it's a long one, it's like an hour and 20 minutes. When he said chapter, I was like, what? It's what? No, go right into chapter 4. He's like, my throat, I'm losing my voice. So I'm going to let him talk about that, because there were questions that I asked John, being that he's an avid reader, about how he feels about reading out loud, and were there any lines that stick with him. Yeah, I don't know that I have a preference between squares and rounds, but I do. Sometimes I really just want to do a round. I feel like most of my kits are squares, and I found it really interesting that during the Diamond Art Club anniversary, there were so many round canvases, and I was like, could this be that being that a few of the diamond painting companies tightened up their canvases, people are getting like because I see it with the Dreamer Design canvases. I feel like I'm really very frustrated doing Ivan Valakovic. I love that painting. When John comes in, I'm going to take it off the wall and show you how gorgeous. I don't show it to you. He's getting something. I don't know what he's doing. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me just grab it. Okay. So here we go. Look at that chest on the floor. However, the field is so tight. It's so tight. I was literally crying because I love this canvas. I love it, and I'm like, I'm not enjoying it. The field is too tight. So I'm hoping that, you know, that's interesting. I never even thought about that. There's no tabs on rounds. Yeah, I love that painting, but I'm reduced now to diamond painting with a tweezer.
Right?
What? Oh.
You're gonna have to stare at that because I didn't stare it.
Okay. Cocktails and chatting. Okay. So he brings me up a bartender spoon. You're gonna have to stir it. Okay. So now I'm hoping that Chris's square ruler I can put on that painting, and I could, you know, progress a little bit more. The rounds have skirts. I think if you get the, you know, the bargain kits, like you're talking about that little halo that's sometimes around them.
What's going on? Tell me what's going on.
My dose.
Huh?
You could switch seats with me, and you could talk about, well, what do you want to do? You want me to sit with you next to you?
No. Do your thing.
Okay. So do me a favor. Give me that book that I have on the thing over there.
Awakening?
And the one that's from...
the Book of Awakening?
No, Grapefruit and Vodka. No. The little book on there.
Yes.
I do too. I really didn't think, like, with tweezers I would be, you know, the Dreamer Design tweezers are made to pick up a round or a square drill. The Diamond Art Club tweezers are extra long, but I'm constantly shooting the drills across the room, and then that makes it even more frustrating. So, you guys were talking about slippery canvases this week. I think it's like when you get that halo effect, the skirts, when you get a halo effect around a round drill. Sometimes the bargain canvases have them. But you guys were talking about slippery canvases this week, and I was talking to Jess Diamond Paints, and because I had said, does anybody have this problem? What do you do? And Jess Diamond Paints says, oh, if your canvas isn't tacky, I use A-Leans, tack it over and over. I have a bottle next to each area in my home that I diamond paint. And I was like, no, the canvas is slippery, like it feels slick. And I've noticed that with the humidity that started this week, it's either like I had winter clothes on last week. With the humidity that started this week, my drills on Night's Rest were slipping. And I remember, while I was talking to her, I was like, wait a minute. I remember someone saying that if your drills are slipping, maybe the glue has not cured. However, the plastic creates a humidity in there. Take the plastic off. Let your canvas air cure. Just take it off, shut the room, put it on your desk, take the plastic off, let the glue cure again, and to use release paper. Now, I don't like to use release paper because then I feel like you can't see the painting. So I thought that was a really good tip. There was another really good tip that came from Catherine Riddler was her name, and I was so frustrated. She was watching me kit up. I had drills, when the drills are just popping out of the bag and you can't help it. And I'm like, you know, I'm not going to open my drills anymore from the top. I'm going to squeeze them all the way down, and I'm going to cut them right where they're at, and I'm not going to give them time to travel down the bag and get stuck to the bag. And she was like, she said, what I do is I cut the bag, and I put the bag, she had tray bricks. She puts the bag inside the tray brick and closes the mouth on the bag, and then pulls the bag and squeezes them right out. I just thought that that was great. It's called flashing. Flashing skirts. Oh my God. What else did I tell you? I want to tell you guys. So the microphones, I went and bought microphones. I'm not even using them the same way I'm not using the, what am I not using? The laptop that I bought. Yeah, I see it a lot on my, I'm doing one right now from Amazon. It's called Yorkie Coffee Company. And when I finished the bottom part, I had to automatically seal it. If you're wondering what sealant to use, I used Art Dot's sealant, and the drills are just as shiny, and it dried pretty quickly, probably within a half an hour. And then now I'm doing the top part. It's so adorable, but they move. They pop off. I had to buy a cardinal kit that is square when I bought irises and Cafe at Midnight from Diamond Dots. My first non-Temu purchase. Yeah, my first non-Temu purchase was Diamond Dots too. Cafe at Midnight from Diamond Dots. I got Cafe at Midnight, Cafe Terrace at Midnight from Diamond Painting Shop. And I got it because Anthony at Single and Placing opened the box and said there were 12 ABs in there. Wait, I got that one hanging up too. Hold on. Diamond Painting Shop. Cafe Terrace at Midnight. See, I am getting some stuff done. The colors are fabulous. The colors are fabulous. I love this diamond painting. But I ran out of drills. Not loving that. I ran out of drills. So when you donate these to rehab centers or nursing homes, do they know? Yeah, Van Gogh. I did a whole series on Van Gogh. Isn't it pretty? I can't wait until it's done because that's going in the cafe room too. Do they know how to use the, do they diamond paint? Because I was wondering too with like the kids down at the rec center. I don't know. But I think it's great. There you go. There you go. I did a search on diamond paintings. I took pictures. I did a Google search. I was like, there's no way that Temu came up with these diamond paintings. There's no way. They have to belong to someone. I did an extensive search. It wasn't until they couldn't find them. I put them on, I started diamond paint on my channel, and someone said, that's a Margaret Morales. She's on Diamond Art Club, and I was like, are you I was so embarrassed. Okay, so I'm catching up to what you guys are saying. Oh, did I don't even know. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Anybody that's looking for putty, I'm looking to get these to these folks who need these Temu for mental health. Yeah, I mean, the first thing that I noticed with diamond painting was the rut that I was getting myself out of after Honor died. I was so depressed. And he was such a big part of my day, so big that I didn't even notice how big a part of my day he was, because he was just always with me. And I took care of him, and then he was gone. And then it was like, well, you think that you're getting on with your life, but there's just this emptiness. Even though he was 19, my little guy, and he was still a puppy. So arrowroot and blue tack, Veronica Backlund said she mixes them together and makes an awesome putty that's close to art dot, I would imagine. And probably if you have a putty that's starting to get stringy or sweaty, that you could use some arrowroot in it. Yeah, we all did it. I did a lot of unlicensed diamond paintings. I don't think I did anything unlicensed until the Margaret Morales, but I'm not going to sit there and diamond paint. I still have the one that I started, and I didn't finish it because I was like, I felt so bad as an artist I had somebody rip my work off of my website. It was of actually Love and Honor, my Yorkies. I got them groomed in New York City. Adorable they looked. I did a post on the groomer that groomed them, and it was an adorable, the way that they were posed, and you could have saw the Statue of Liberty in the background. He took that photo, and he created brochures and everything else for his pet store without even asking me. So, hi Pamela Wilson, how are you? How are you making out with your diamond painting, Pamela? We're all going to come and hang out with you, Queen of Diamonds. I'm bringing the crew. Have a good evening. Enjoy dinner. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea, Karen. Pamela, were you having problems with diamond painting, or was it another? I think it's another Pam. I think her last name is Ditson. I think she was having a problem. She wants to get involved with diamond painting, and then she was like, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to begin. Hi, Christine. So before I came on, Lizette did a post, and she does her diamond painting squares. So when she finishes a canvas, she takes all the extra drills and she creates a square. There's one girl with OCD, but I can just picture her picking off drills that aren't perfect. She'd never get through. Well, I don't even know. Oh, that's great. Oh, really? Oh, that's great. I'm sitting on my shirt. It's driving me nuts. I think that would be great. I think that would be great for anybody with any kind of, wanting to, because I used to teach all the kids at the community center that, couldn't pay attention, couldn't listen, didn't want to sit still. I was like, give me them. I'll do arts and crafts with them. And, arts and crafts, I don't care what the medium is. Kids love to create. It's that part of their mind that just settles down I think it just settles down the rest of, and it's a great time to teach them too. When they're involved with something that they really are enjoying, it's a great time. They can anchor, like my husband calls it habit stacking, but it's a way to link learning when you're doing something creative and fun. It's a way of remembering it. That is a great idea. I really like that. I really like that idea. In fact, I know a therapist, and it does settle your mind. You just, like, I could still sit with John. I could still do my little Yorkie painting. I could still pay attention to what we're listening to. Oh yeah, the Paint Gens minis are cute. Aren't they cute? Is it like the Mona Lisa? I also found something for you guys. I bookmarked it. I don't know if it's coming here to Philadelphia, but it's on Van Gogh's Starry Night, and that the actual painting was an exact replica of the sky that evening when they studied Starry Night. Yeah, it is. It as someone who taught meditation and was, I don't even want to tell you about my the classes that I had to take to be certified in meditation, because it's long and boring, but not everyone can meditate. You're always going to have the type A personality that sees the pink elephant in the room, and the more you say, close your eyes or keep your eyes open or whatever, gets you to that place that you can settle your mind, you're always thinking, and you say to yourself, I'm thinking, like that helps. And for me, meditation at different points in my life is like having a monkey on espresso, just with, the cymbals clapping. And so this is a form of meditation, and I do think that you get the same benefit that you would if you were in a meditative state in a classroom, because you do. It's a very deliberate practice. It's not that you zone out so much, because you know where you're going, you know where you're putting your drills. So it's not a totally mindless activity. You just can turn that part of your brain off that has to make decisions because they've been done for you. And it does open up those pathways. And sometimes I'm actually even kind of amazed at the things that I'm thinking about. I'm like, are you still holding on to that shit? Where did that come from? These things that pop up like they do, like sometimes in Shavasana, at the end of your yoga class, or when you do take a meditation class and you really get down to, which can take hours sometimes before you get down to the root of what is really going on. I can listen to that instead of my music. He's on chapter 3. I'm going to let him come up now, John.
Yes.
Everybody's talking about jewels again. They're getting bored of me.
Okay.
And I can have my cocktail.
All right. I wanted it. Okay.
The only time diamond paint doesn't realize when I know I'm running short on draw color. Isn't it the truth? And it seems like all the time. I actually believe your brain waves shift, and I often start remembering the dreams I had the night before. That's interesting.
Is everybody on this thread reading Jaws or listening to?
Well, most of them are my members.
Okay. Are they listening to the reading then?
I believe they are.
All right.
They're all excited.
Okay.
You want to come up here? You want to come down here? What do you want to do?
Come on.
All right. We'll have a cocktail.
Hi, everyone. So we are currently in the midst of reading Peter Benchley's Jaws, and I have to admit, I'm skipping way ahead. I'm probably on chapter 8 or 9 by now, because the story is really so well written that I couldn't help but read ahead. So I wanted to speak a little bit about reading out loud in general. So you guys should know that I've been reading probably since I was 3 years old, and I've always been a voracious reader. I mean, I just devour things. I read, 2 or 3 books at a time sometimes. But I really, from my days in Catholic grade school, love reading out loud, because they would call on students and ask them to read out loud, and I always used to not just read out loud well, but I would always get all my classmates around me to laugh, because I could memorize, a sentence or 2 ahead, and then instead of looking down at the book, I would look at them and make faces and do all stuff like that. So that's kind of, I think, where I got my start in the performative arts. And so at any rate, I really do love when Elisa asked me to read to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the readings I've done. There's so many other works I would love to read to you guys. But Jaws. Okay, so you guys, what are they up to?
The members are on chapter 3. The subscribers
They
are
heard
on
chapter 3?
1.
Members heard chapter 3?
It's in their, yes, it's in their thing. Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, just the book is really, really well written. The first chapter really pulls you in. And then the second chapter, I believe, is the one that Elisa had the great...
no, that's the third chapter.
That's the third chapter.
The second chapter is when we find...
Oh, her, right. And then the third chapter is the one where Elisa really put a finger on...
politics.
The bigger themes of the work, fear, politics, and survival of the town, and so without, I don't think it'll ruin anything for you guys, but I wanted to speak a little bit about the choices that whose movie was Jaws? Was that Steven Spielberg?
Yes.
Okay. The choices Steven Spielberg made about his narrative and the story arcs in the film. I mean, you know, there's quite a bit of difference between the book and the film, and I think that in the film there's sort of a conflict or a sort of resentment from Quint to both men, Hooper and Brody, because Quint is the grizzled old, you know, fisherman who really made the movie. I don't want to. Yeah, I guess you guys have seen it, but you know, the scene where he talks about delivering the bomb and the plane going down in the middle of the ocean, and the sharks, you know, devouring a bunch of his mates in the water. It was incredible. It was terrifying. But so I think that the conflict and the resentment that Quint has towards Hooper, which is Richard Dreyfuss' character, the oceanographer, and Brody, the police chief, who, you know, he's out of his element in the ocean in the boat. One thing I would say is Robert Shaw was a classically trained stage actor from England, and he really did not like Richard Dreyfuss, who was, in his opinion, a snot-nosed, you know, Broadway actor that you know, he didn't even think he was in the same league as him. And I think Robert Shaw was quite a bit of a drinker, and he really didn't like Richard Dreyfuss, and I think that that animosity really came through in the filming. But the difference, I think, the main difference between the film and the book is, you know, in the book, Brody's wife, Ellen Brody, actually has an affair with Hooper, and so that's a big story arc.
Are you giving
in the
things
book.
away?
Oh yeah.
Don't give nothing away.
Why?
What are you doing? I didn't know that.
Oh right. Well, okay. Listen, I think
What are you doing?
I've said enough already. Could you get back
You're
up here?
killing me.
Foofy, what I do, Dad?
What is wrong with him? You don't give stuff away.
All right. I'm sorry. Can't help it. Foofy, come here, Dad.
You didn't hear that. You didn't miss anything.
Come here, you fat
So,
monkey.
I wanted to know what you guys got from Dreamer Designs if you did any purchases of the 7-year anniversary. I did, but I didn't get anything that was being shown. But who could have resisted, 25% off? Gabrielle, I mean, really. Gabrielle's laughing.
Why?
Why? How could you give a big nugget like that away?
What? All right. Okay. I know.
He gets too excited. I looked at him today. I looked at him today. There was like this much of the book left because he eats books. Really, honestly. And I was like, oh, you're almost done the book. He's like, no, not really. But I will tell you that there's so much to this book that's not in the movie. And I'm like, I am trying not to watch this movie because I don't want it to interfere with what I'm picking up in the reading. And the chapter 3 so far was my favorite. Number 1, grabs you by the throat.
The truth is, chapter 3, where you picked up on all the other themes.
Well, political.
I don't think the film actually pursued that narrative and that story.
No, there was a lot that it did not pursue.
They made references to it and allusions to it, but it was not
but
as
it was
prominent
right
as it was in the book.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sitting over here and I'm writing down, like, what I have to do in the upcoming week. Like, I want to do the squares now because you guys are having some anxiety over the squares, and I wanted to let go. How many
people you have on there?
Right now, 17.
17. So, can I ask you guys...
They all left when you gave the book away.
Oh, stop it. Can I ask you guys a question? Because, I love reading and I love books, but... what I really, really want to read to you guys, and you guys could decide whether or not you'd like to hear it or not, but the novella by John Steinbeck, titled Of Mice and Men, is literally one of my favorite things I've ever read. I read it, at least every couple of years. It's unbelievable. So if you guys want to hear that, I would love to read it to you.
We want to hear the novel that you're writing.
That you can't hear. That I gotta save that for what's his name? William DeMayo.
Oh yes, and so here's something else that's. She's like, yes, John, yes, Gabrielle. So what I wanted to tell you was, John and I went down 9th Street. Gwen says yes, please. When John and I went down 9th Street for pizza, we're driving down 9th Street where Rocky ran down 9th Street. This is our neighborhood. And yes, love it, says Yvonne. So you're going to be reading Mice and Men. And Sandra said, I've never read that before. Donna says, yes, please do.
Yeah.
You better get cracking on this Jaws.
It's so amazing. The themes are just incredible. Steinbeck is such a great
Yvonne
writer.
said, I love Gary Sinise.
Again, I didn't care for the Gary Sinise, John Malkovich version of that film. I really like the Lon Chaney, Burgess Meredith version, though. But again, I don't know. I think that I don't think that Malkovich was a good choice for being.
I love John Malkovich.
For being Lenny. I don't think he was.
I don't know the story or the movie.
Well, again, it's the theme.
John's friends almost didn't have him marry me because they couldn't believe I never saw the Pope of Greenwich Village.
Or the Godfather.
Or the Godfather. Never saw it. So we're going down 9th Street. Karen said, enjoying Jules. I love hearing discussion about the book versus movie too, and trivia around it all, which we're going to be doing some stuff with Peter Benchley. I think it's so important to know who he is as a writer, as an actor, and as a director. Never saw that version, Yvonne said.
So speaking of Amity, Long Island novels, I mean, another one of the greatest novels is The Great Gatsby, which is set on Long Island, of course. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So we're driving down 9th Street, and John goes, we just passed a truck. It's got an espresso machine in it.
It's got to be Renee.
He's like, it's got to be Renee.
It has to be. Nobody else.
So I'm like, he's running to the truck. I'm like, John, wait up for me, because he's like, I'm going to go around the other way, and you come around the other way, and we'll get him. So our friend Renee is, John calls him a bon vivant. He is
He's
a Frenchman.
Living in America.
Recently
Recently became an American citizen.
became a citizen, and I have all these pictures
He's a
of us with Renee.
chocolatier.
Chocolatier, coffee creations, and his wife Belle does all the chocolate and stuff like that. And he's in now a show called Gravesend.
Gravesend, which is a section of Brooklyn. Gravesend.
And it is on channel
Hulu and Amazon Prime. But if you go on Amazon, I think they want you to pay for it. But Hulu, it's probably free. And
so I have this coming up for my vlog for tomorrow. So Renee now wants Johnny to get his Screen Actors Guild card because he wants him in the show.
I said, I'll do it. I don't care.
I can't. I can't. So he'll be filming soon. He's going to be doing.
No, stop it. I gotta
what do you
meet
mean,
this
stop
guy.
it?
Gotta
You
meet
know
this guy. He's
William.
gotta like me, whatever.
He knows you. Listen, I did the video, and Renee sees it. He's going to show William. And Andrew Dice Clay is in it. I'm like, you're Andrew Dice Clay's double. Because when he gets a potty mouth, and you all know it, I'm like, yo, stop with the F-bombs. I call him Dice. That's who I'm talking about. Andrew Dice Clay. You know, always throwing the F-bombs.
Listen, speaking of F-bombs, somebody told me one time you dropped too many F-bombs. I said, what the is an F-bomb? Forget it. I can't even say the joke.
You can't. You're not allowed to.
Yeah.
So Yvonne said, good for you. We're all going to be looking for Johnny on TV. So Renee is really very interesting. And I take you down 9th Street where Rocky ran. And I take you to Renee's other place. We have so many pictures. And we've celebrated so many events with Renee for his birthday. When he did the world's largest
calls
cheese
himself
steak.
the Godfather.
The Godfather of cannoli. He even feeds a squirrel, and his name is Cannoli. So we did that. That has to come to you guys. My first time in art club painting has to come to you guys. My first summer with the master has to come to you guys. And what was I writing over here that I didn't? I was like, oh, I forgot to tell them this. You never know in your retirement a new career. Well, let me tell you, Renee's in his 70s, and he's got a new career. He's an actor now. That's what I said to him. Lizette Squares. So Lizette was doing this. She does this square that she does with her extra drills, and she does like a little memento of I just finished night's rest, and instead of throwing all these drills out, she does like a square that would be like patchwork, or maybe a granny square if you crochet. Molly's making popcorn. She's waiting to see Johnny. And she was getting a little overwhelmed by this square that she was doing. And so I gave her a tip, and so she made a little video tonight, and she was like, she did a shout out to me, and I was like, it's just one of those things where you just can't see the forest through the trees. And Lizette just makes me laugh. And where was I going with this? I said, you know, we're just morally ambitious. We want to eat the world. We have so many things on our calendar that we want to do, and we can't get to it all. I wish I could figure out how not to sleep. Forget about how not to die and get all my diamond paintings done. I wish I could figure out how not to sleep, and I must have said that too many times because I was not sleeping, and I was doing melatonin, and I mentioned that I was doing 100% tart cherry juice. And I looked to see where I got it from, and I actually got it from ShopRite. So if you have a ShopRite near you, they have tart cherry juice. Just drink a little bit. It's a natural melatonin. I don't know why I had that on here, but I try and go back to things that maybe somebody missed. Because you guys had a lot of interest in that. You were like, oh, tart cherry juice. And I also have someone that follows me on my channel, and his name is Mark, and the name of his channel, and please go and check him out. It's called Dreamscapes Music Cinema, and he always writes something really nice when I have a video up, and I went over to his channel, and he did something called Twin Souls. And as soon as I heard the music, I got very emotional and very teary-eyed because it reminded me so much of my girlfriend, Denise, who's always talking about being a twin soul to her sister. So, and I also saw that he had a hand pan drum. You know, it's almost like a steel drum that you hit with your hands. And he had a whole series, and I put that on, and I slept for 10 hours. I don't know how he did it, and he has angel music. And I know that there's a lot of channels out there, but he also writes his own poetry to some of his music that you could read if you're interested in listening to it. And he has all these other different vibrational musics. It just, I've been amiss in like really going to his channel and checking it out. But I go to sleep now every night to Dreamscapes Music Cinema. I love it. Why do you miss ShopRite? You don't have any more in your area? We have one. I think we have two. We have two. So I had those on my notes. Like, what are you going to talk about? Well, then I'm going to go over the things that I didn't get to this week. The things that I didn't get to. They're videotaped, but I didn't get to edit and get up. But tomorrow I'm going to do a vlog, and then I want to do the ruler. And then I want to do the square drills because you guys are having anxiety over your square drills. So the vlog is already done. That's set to just come on tomorrow about 9th Street and the cafe and meeting our friend Renee. And tomorrow I'm going to be taking out Chris's rulers again and the round diamond paintings that I have to, Mermaid Princess is Diamond Art Club, so she'll have to come out of the box. And then I also have 2 other diamond paintings that I got from Diamond Art Club's 7th anniversary that I didn't get a chance to show because I did 4 diamond paintings from Diamond Art Emporium. 2 were gifts from Yvonne, 2 I bought, and 1 was a gift from Yvonne that was Design. Hi, Tracy. We all can take lessons from Tracy. Tracy diamond paints like a crazy woman, mad woman. I'm like, she's doing a muka. I'm like, when did you start this? Like, when would you be done this? Like tomorrow? She's phenomenal. We it's a party. We email back and forth. We email back and forth, and I love that you guys all know each other. It just makes my heart so happy. And so, John, I'm going to write down these books that you said. You said Of Mice and Men.
John Steinbeck, Of Mice and Men.
And you said something else. Oh, The Great Gatsby.
Gatsby's a good one. I have other. I don't know if I could, so we're actually doing Jaws in its entirety, which I was kind of almost surprised that we're able to do this. It's long, it takes a lot of time. So the thing is, if we're going to do long books that take a lot of time, there's a lot of ones I'd like to do. And I was thinking more that we could just do some passages out of some of my favorite books if you guys want to do that. But yeah. If you want to do the whole book, I mean, I'm down, but it's going to take time.
Well, I would trust you to do that because you're just such an avid reader.
Yeah, I mean, I've read so many books, and I literally have, dozens of favorite works that I've been reading and rereading my whole life, and there's certain sections and parts of these books that just, they get me every time, and I would love to pick out my favorite spots out of my favorite books and just read some of that to you guys, but it's not going to be, I guess, listen, if you and I could have a conversation after the reading, like we've done with Jaws, then I think this would work. Because again, I think that it would make sense for me to pick out excerpts from books that I love and certain sections and read them, and then as long as you ask me questions afterward and we discuss it, then I think it would work. And that's all I have to say about that.
So Donna, you're a Jersey girl in Georgia. I just went through Georgia.
Yeah, we got a ticket in Georgia.
And I think Jay Leely's in Georgia. She said, come and visit me in Georgia. I'm like, I just came out of Savannah. So we're going to have to get, next time John and I travel down to Florida, which will be soon because we're going nuts here in Philly. Yvonne's a ghost, but glad to be here. Tracy will listen to anything John reads. And Yvonne said, Donna, my son moved to New Jersey. He is in Red Bank. I know Red Bank. Yeah, it's hard when you move out of your hometown and you move somewhere else. The only time I didn't feel misplaced, because I moved around a lot, it was when I was in Florida. I felt like I was actually, being born and raised in Philly, I actually felt like I was more at home in Florida than Philly. I really never ever felt like I belonged in Philly. And now John and I don't even recognize it. We're the dinosaurs here, and they're pushing us out every day.
Nobody's pushing me out. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we don't really go to the places that we enjoy anymore because they're
I go
overrun.
wherever I want to go, and nobody makes me think any different or change my.
The Rebel.
I do what I want.
The Rebel. I just, when you're used to a place that, it's kind of like Cheers. Everybody knows your name, and then you go in there, and it's like, who are all these new people? We've had an influx of people from all over because Philadelphia is very affordable. It became a big foodie town. As soon as the New Yorkers started to come down to Philly, I knew that we were going to have an explosion here, and we have. Philly has become a really competitive place to live. It's a lot of people work in New York and live here in Philly. So everywhere we go, it's very touristy. 9th Street was always a tourist attraction because it had its own pull for being, Italian American, and it was founded by Italian Americans that came here to this country, and the Italian market. Now the new immigrants, it went through an influx of Asian, and then Latino, and but it's always been Italian owned and operated. So but now it's just so many tourists. Yeah, you guys, I don't know how you do the winters. So cold, where you're at in Canada. John and I wanted to go to Canada too, but that's on our list. Are you still mad at the... Are you still mad about going to Canada? Who are you mad at in Canada now?
What are you talking about?
I said I wanted to go to Canada, and you said, no, I don't like somebody in Canada.
I never said that.
Who was the Prime Minister?
Well, Justin Trudeau. He's an asshole, man. So what's that got to do with it?
You said, but last time you said I'm not coming to Canada because
I
I don't
never
like
said
those.
that. I'll go to Canada.
All right, I'm going to go back to the tapes. I'm going to go back and get the receipts.
Go ahead.
Anybody from Canada remember John saying he wasn't going? I think you were talking to Chantel.
No, I never said. I like Canada. I love to go to Canada. A lot of good music up there. And also Kim's Laundromat's up there.
We moved from Maryland. Oh, I love Maryland. I used to go to Maryland every summer over to St. Michael's. Yeah, you gotta love where you're at. You gotta love where you're at. It's just, I have a different disposition when it comes to doing things in the city anymore. I just don't enjoy them like I used to growing up, and like I do in Florida. Florida's home. Florida's home for me. And I still have to take John over to the West Coast. We did the East Coast last time I was here. Can I have my drink? Thank you. Is the PM Prime Minister? Oh, Mark Carney is the Prime Minister. You can go now.
Oh, Justin Trudeau stepped out. Yeah, because he's an ass.
Gwen, you're in St. Michael's? I live in Cambridge, Maryland, originally from Baltimore. Yeah, I used to travel out to Baltimore for a chef. Oh, what was the name of his place? It was so good. I used to travel out to Baltimore all the time just to go to dinner. Oh my God. I haven't been out there for years, but he did he did authentic Mexican food, and he wasn't even Mexican, but it was delicious. Oh my God, I can't think of the name. But St. Michael's I love. I used to stay out there every summer with my dogs because it was a pet-friendly town. And I would stay on Talbot Road over at the Five Gables and also over at the Harbor Inn, like right on the water. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but it's here too in Philly. It's here too in Philly. It's, John said, oh, I have to go downstairs and close the basement window because we've been doing a lot of work in the basement since we don't go to Baltimore. I haven't been there. It was like such a, can't think of the name. I'll think about it at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll jump up out of bed and go, I remember the name. Yeah, like the Poconos too. Did we make a trip to the Poconos? No, I don't think we did.
Mm-mm.
I think it was on our list of things to do, but we never went. Where did we go instead? We went somewhere else. Atlantic Beach?
We went to Dover Downs.
Dover Downs? We didn't go to Dover Downs.
Jerry Longo, Dover Downs, yes we did.
But not to stay. Like a
Yes,
vacation.
we did stay. We had a room. We stayed over.
I'm talking about going for a vacation.
No, we went to St. Michael's. We went to Ocean City, Maryland. We went to Atlantic City. We went to Wildwood, Cape May, Ocean City.
We go to Cape May a lot. Yeah, the Poconos. It's been a while since I've been in the Poconos. Oh, I know what it was. We looked at an Airbnb in the Poconos, and then we decided to go somewhere else. That's what it was. So I guess no one shopped the Diamond Art Club event. Everybody's being good. I love Cape May. But it's gotten crazy. They did the, what did they do? What's his name? Timothy Chalamet.
Who?
The movie that they filmed out there.
Oh, it was
Bob Dylan. They did Bob Dylan. And you guys, I told you that me and John go to the No Motel over there. That there's a no on everything. No. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't have the radio. You can't go outside. You can't do that. You can't. Everything's a no. Everything. And I walked around with the camera and I videotaped every sign. We were hysterical laughing. We've been going there for years though. And that was the hotel that they used. That they were supposed to be somewhere else, but they were
in Newport, yes.
They were supposed to be in Newport, but actually it was the No Motel, and we were hysterical. I'm like, she must have been pulling her hair out of her head. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that to be true too. And where we were, where I used to stay in Maryland, it was basically retirees, and it was people that were born and raised there. It wasn't anybody that I knew that was moving down there. I kind of fell into that town. I don't even know how I ended up in St. Michael's or why I wanted to actually go and see it and go there. And oh, I think I do remember. Do I? No, that wasn't them. It wasn't them. No, I can't remember what drove me to St. Michael's, Maryland, that it became a spot that I went to all the time. I love, and the Five Gables is no longer there. And it was such that they had a spa attached to it, like an Aveda spa, and then on the other side they had a needlework store attached to the inn that you could, like, it was like a bed and breakfast. It was so sweet. It was so quaint. And Talbot Road is like a mile long of shops and wineries and places to go and eat. We always went to Ava's, and then we would drive into another little town. I can't remember there, but John and I went. Yeah, the Eastern Shore. I also love Boston. I definitely want to take another trip out to Boston, to the Cape, and being that John is reading Jaws, I went to Amity, and you know, uh, I was in Boston, but I wanted to see Martha's Vineyard, and went out there and didn't realize how reclusive it is. It's just so, it's quaint, it's quiet, but there's nothing. There's nothing but land. And you have to really search for your little communities, and there's a lot of yoga out there. In fact, in my book, in what book is it? The Book of Awakening, I took yoga out there, and I have the guy's little pamphlet. They're very hugely drug infested. And I went out to Martha's Vineyard and had no idea at all, for the life of me, why everywhere I went there were pictures of sharks, and really just thought there was maybe a shark in the water. And I kept seeing this lighthouse, and I have pictures I'm going to show you when John does the next reading. I seen this lighthouse, and I was like, really, I was like on a walking program where I was just always walking. I was like, well, tomorrow I'm going to walk to the lighthouse, and it was like really a distance away. And I got there, and I was like, oh, you can tour the lighthouse? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay. I don't know if you've ever been inside of a lighthouse, but it is very confining, and you're just going up the steps. It's kind of like a Hitchcock movie. And going up the steps, there's like all these pictures of sharks. I'm like, what's with the sharks? I get up, I'm having a panic attack because it's very like claustrophobic. It's very tight, and I got up to the top. I'll show you guys when he reads this next chapter. And I just wanted to look out at the town from the top, and I come down and I said to the girl, what is with all the shark pictures everywhere? And she's like, well, this is where Jaws was filmed. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, this is the lighthouse where the kids are stranded. Oh my God. I went to go look because they said that the Jaws, the shark, was still in the water. They left that shark there. And it really pissed the people off that they left the shark in the water. They didn't take it with them, and like it just kind of like rusted and broke apart. It was really sad, but yeah, that was my experience being in Amity. I fell into where they filmed Jaws, and here we are, we're now reading it. So we're all transplanted somewhere, right? We're all, moving to different places and settling down. And I think that, if it's you're not where you want to be, and you find somewhere that you love, then that's it. But it's hard, especially when you have family. It is hard to make that choice. He is still swimming there. I don't know that it's still there. Like I'm so airy sometimes. Like the bars were all named Sharkies or some kind of shark something. They all had great white thing. I have to show you guys the pictures. It's really funny. But Martha's Vineyard was really pretty. A lot of a lot of Indian land. No, Amityville Horror is Amityville. Amity is Jaws. What are you reading, Mom?
Reading my book called Anti-Fragile, Things That Came from Disorder.
That's what's going on. So guys, tomorrow, look out for the vlog. Look out for the video with the diamond brush rulers. And what else did I say? Oh, the square drills. Yeah, a lot of you went over to the diamond brush, and Chris has a lot of lives that he does during the week. I don't know if that's something that you do all the time, but you follow the shop. You get to see what's going on. And I know one night I know one night you were having a live and I was just so tired. It was like I couldn't do it anymore. I just needed to get some sleep. And I was like, I actually put a live on that you were doing, Chris, and you were diamond painting. And Tracy, I think you were there. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get my phone and I'm going to pop on and just say hello. And I got the phone and I fell asleep with it in my hand. And then I got up at 11 p.m. and Chris was still talking. And then I got up at around 12:30 and Chris was still talking. And then I got up at 2 a.m. and Chris was still talking. I'm like, did this go into like some kind of a repeat? But I was melatonin and cherry tart juice and knocked me out, and I really got some good sleep that night, but I didn't pop on. For your night out peeps, yeah, and people that are on the West Coast, I noticed that sometimes I follow the algorithm. Me too, Tracy, and like anymore, I'm trying to get in bed by 10 and shut everything down. Because you could just, being a content creator, you could just constantly keep getting sucked in to, answering questions, or what am I going to do tomorrow? I try and keep a calendar. Look, here's my calendar, because I threw the other one away. Remember that in the beginning of the year, looking for the perfect content calendar? Yeah, Chris, you really do long. Yeah, Chris, put your information down. I need to get an admin, and here's somebody that would like put all the things up. And I got to work on this week too. I don't really like being on my phone for a live. If I was on my laptop, I'd be able to type all this stuff out. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody, post whatever you want, links that you want, as long as they're helpful to the community. I try and follow the algorithm of when to post, and most of the time my posts say to post like late between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. But then I think I might have more people on the West Coast. That's the other thing too. I try and keep my videos down to an hour, but I'm seeing more and more people are doing longer videos. And I said this week, I'm going to make a note about doing just a long video. I just don't want people to get like, oh God, the video is like an hour and a half or 2 hours. I don't have time for that. But there are people that look for longer videos. So longer videos. Tracy loves long videos. Karen loves long videos. Anyone else? Well, then you'll love Chris's videos. Chris is going for 5 hours. And it's great if you have someone that you love to watch and they have a longer video. You could, I love the company when I'm diamond painting to have something on or someone on that I like to listen to while I'm diamond painting, if they're talking to me. That's why I love when, that's why I decided to have John read, because I know that I enjoy it. I enjoy having him read to me, and I can diamond paint. And I think again, it comes back to doing something that you enjoy and listening to something, you kind of anchor it more into what you're hearing, as opposed to if you were to read it yourself. I don't know who it was that said, we keep rereading the same line over and over. I did that with you. Chris said I do Let's Paint live streams. We all diamond paint together and chit chat. Sometimes there are stretches of silence and everyone enjoys this. It's just nice to be in the silence while still with others. I did that with you, and I think it was just you and I, and there were just moments where we were just, quiet. And I actually talked about it the next day that I did my video. I was like, it's just when you can be comfortable with someone and not have to talk and diamond paint, and just know that there's somebody else there, and you kind of look up and you hear the music in the background, and you know you're with someone. It's company. There were plenty of nights that, you know, I traveled a lot between Philly and New York because I had a restaurant in Philly, I had a restaurant in New York, and there was a lot of traveling in between spaces, and I'd be alone at night, and you know, it's so I would put QVC on. I would put, you know, home shopping on, and just to have somebody talking to me and showing me something. So it is very comforting. Karen, yes, he's on YouTube. The Diamond Brush. Did you link your channel, Chris? Anybody else have a channel? That you want to? And the Queen of Diamonds. If you don't know the Queen of Diamonds, please go over and see her also. I feel like I should be diamond painting. My little Yorkie is coming out so cute. I can't wait for him to be done and hang him. And in cleaning out the basement, I found some artwork that I did at Fleischer's, and I have a beautiful glass frame that's frameless. I think I got this in Blix, and it's just glass, and it closes by just 2 clamps on the side. And I'm like, oh, I think my Yorkie diamond painting is going to fit in there, and it's going to be so cute to have no frame. And I'll look them up and see if I could find them. Oh, a 4-hour video. Everybody's so happy to have long videos, hon. Maybe your readings should be longer. Or, let me see. The square, I think the square, practice your squares will be a long video, if that's what you guys like. The thing for me, though, is the music. That is so cute. And let me tell you, a lot of people are doing witch hazel. That seems to be the hit of Diamond Art Club, witch hazel. The Tracy did Curtis Reikovich's Bird Sanctuary, and that's something that I wanted to tell you guys. 4 or 5 hours is short for you. You get into the zone, and you diamond paint, and you talk, and it's cool. You don't have to. I think a lot of times people think they have to fill up every minute of space with talking, so it's nice, but I've noticed that when I went back to go revamp one of my videos that I did when I was a beginner diamond painter, it said that they had demonetized my content because of... Hi, Min! Min said hi, John.
Hello!
And I was like, why? Because they said that my content was copyright, and I got the music from my editing, and yet they still slam me with copyright. And so my biggest problem with being a content creator has always been music. To have those moments where you're quiet and have music in the background. Bye, Christine. Enjoy. Now that's another thing that I haven't been on is Twitch. And they're saying that Chris's videos are Twitch-esque. Well, Min is. Yeah, it is nice, you know. Oh, thank you. We're watching hockey now. Is that hockey? Yeah, so I'll keep that in mind, that you guys like longer videos, and see how it goes. Maybe it's a way for me to get my Curtis Reichovich Daydreamer done I really have to make a calendar. Yep, they're very calming, nice voice, very soothing. You know, it's the vibe. It's the whole vibe. It's very chill, very relaxing. I agree. Congratulations. It does something for the whole, you know, hometown when your team is winning. And we're not even like really big sports fans, but we get caught up in the excitement too. Yeah. I can't work to that, but there are people that can. So it's great that there's like a variety of channels to watch. Did everyone, I know I wasn't here last week because I sent everyone over to Ditsy's and said, you know, because she was doing a Diamond Art Club 50 canvas reveal, and it's something that I wanted to say. When I opened up the canvas that Yvonne sent me on the Majestic Cat, it's so much prettier than the little thumbnail. And I didn't know, and I don't know how I didn't know, that Diamonds and Washi Katie, I think because I thought that she was on a retreat, I didn't think that she would be doing a live from her retreat along with the girl from Fairy Dust, Emeralds and Fairy Dust. And they had other content creators on the cruise with them, and so they were showing not just the canvases that Diamond Art Club had, but Katie was working on the one that I thought, if I was going to get one, that was going to be the one, Crystal Bug. But then when I saw Katie doing it, I was like, oh my God, I really don't like it. I like the picture more than I like the actual painting. And there were ones that were being shown over at Ditsy's too, that if you were just looking at the thumbnail, I don't know that I would have bought it, but then someone had a painting. I was just wondering if you had that kind of experience. I think that Diamonds and Washi had more of the paintings available for you to see, as opposed to just looking at a thumbnail. Yeah, so that was my thought on the Diamond Art Club anniversary. And then the kickoff to Summer with the Masters. I'm not participating in Summer with the Masters on Katie's channel because I just don't do good with events. I tried with Mermaids and Magic, and you see I only got her hair done. I just feel like it's another thing that I have to do. Yeah, I wish I would have seen Katie also. I think that being that they had so many diamond painters on the retreat with them that were doing canvases, they were also content creators that got preview canvases. And so maybe if you were looking at a canvas that kind of looked like like the seashell one, I was like, that's kind of pastel-y. But when you saw it in person, like the real video, the real canvas, it was so vibrant, it was so pretty. I'm like, oh, I would do that. That's a great idea. Min wants to know, I am also wondering if some of us might be up for a Discord group showing of Jaws at the end of the reading. Just a thought. I will look into it.
Well, we should all watch Jaws together. That'd be great.
He's in for it. Discord group Jaws showing. Discord is something that I've been I don't do many social media platforms. Like, I know I should be on Instagram. I go to check up all my other friends on Instagram, my other creators with other mediums like watercolor and sketching and stuff like that. But I don't, every now and again I post my stuff And I get good responses. I can't make the commitment to being on Instagram all the time. So, oh, that's a great idea. Then I will look into Discord and we will get going on Jaws summer fling showing of Jaws. So there's no copyright issues or anything like that. Wizard of Oz. I'll have to look up into all that. And it seems, John, like the readings that you do are all movies anyway, of Mice and Men and Great Gatsby.
Well, listen.
The Reincarnation of Peter Proud.
Great movies come from great books. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. And I'm always disappointed when I read a book and then I go and see the movie. Gone Girl was phenomenal movie. If it comes on and I'm walking through the room, I'm like, wait a minute, I love this part. But the book, that's one that you and I should read, because Gone Girl was, one chapter was her reading, one chapter was Ben Affleck's part, and then the female, I can't remember her name, her part. It went back and forth between Ben Affleck and her, Ben Affleck and her, Ben Affleck and her. And we could take turns reading the parts. The book was phenomenal, and there was so much to the book that they did a good job in what they left out, covering it up, but it was still so integral to the movie. You guys are giving me homework. I love it. I love homework. I'm writing it all down. You got FOMO? Fear of missing out? That's great. Oh my God, I love it. I know there was somebody on my page that said, oh, you sucked us into Jaws and now you're not downloading the chapters. Well, I am. I'm giving them to my members first. And it doesn't matter what platform you're on. If you're on the $4.99 platform or the $9.99 platform, matters all channels that get the reading. So I'm trying to get people onto the membership. I don't know. I guess if they're not coming in, maybe that's okay too, because I feel like we have such a cozy environment. It's pretty much like this. Like most of you that are here are my members. But it's, I think we have a much more relaxed, cozy environment when I get together with you all in the members section. Pam. Well, you're on Chris's lives, or you're not on when he's on Discord? I don't think that Chris is on the Diamond Brush on Discord. I think he goes by another name. Well, I'll have this all for you guys tomorrow. I'll have all this information for you tomorrow, which means that John has to get to reading. It's good though. You're a good team, It's kind of like me and John, like where I'm not good, he's great, and vice versa, because he's getting involved in a lot of stuff. And when he had his gig a couple weeks ago, I did all the the photo and the promo, and he's like, oh my God, that you took that off my plate was like a big help, so that I could just concentrate on all my other stuff. So we got some good ideas out of this live, and we'll have to how many chapters are in Jaws, hon?
I don't know, probably about 15 or 20 or something like that.
And when do you think you'll be reading chapter 4?
Whenever you want. Do it tomorrow if you want.
So chapter 4 will be dropping tomorrow. So you'll be getting a vlog and chapter 4 and some square drills. Any kind of preview of what chapter 4 was about? Chapter 3 was politics.
I'm in chapter 12, so I can't remember that.
You can't remember. I was wondering if there was any new characters in the reading, because we haven't really even been introduced to their kids yet, because they were central in the movie too. The children. I am so anxious to do my fairy that came from, did you guys get a chance to see from Diamond Art Emporium, or did anyone go over to Diamond Art Emporium after the unboxings that I did? Yvonne sent me another angel, and I got the square drill practice, and I got that fairy. Did anyone see the fairy from Diamond Art Emporium? I think he only has 2 left. I think, well, that's why I did it. That's why I did a document for you guys, because there was no information on Ren's sheet about how many drills were on that canvas. Now, my first Diamond Art Club square is 117,000, like 450 drills. Gwen, you bought 3 from Diamond Art Emporium? I love his drills. I think he has some really nice drills, and I think he does a really good job. And this is like what I was trying to get to earlier when Chris was saying, thank you for putting your trust in me and Sandy. It is so nice to buy from a small shop, because it's all those little personal touches that you get. You're not just an order. You're not just getting, your order thrown in a box. Yeah, the ready to ship ones. Because I think that he is trying, I don't know what he's actually going to do. I know that he was trying to move away from Etsy, and I know other creators are moving away from Etsy, and I don't know what the whole thing with Etsy is, because I do have an Etsy store, but I haven't had things on it in years. When I was doing all my mixed media stuff, it was on there, and everything is sold, so nothing is on there now. But I know that he was going to a .com, and for some reason he hasn't let it go. So I don't know. I'm not sure. But I know that he is trying, and he was very upfront. Hi, Lisa. He was very upfront with where he was, what the tariffs were actually costing him, and keeping your costs down. Grease is so good. I remember seeing it in a movie theater, and the entire movie theater was up dancing. Oh, Donna, you said something. I forgot what it was. What was it? Oh, the fairy is beautiful. Yeah, the fairy really is beautiful. And I love his fairy dust diamonds. I think that they're, and this, I think that, was it around? Oh, I can't remember. But hopefully that ruler fits. We're going to find out tomorrow. I'm going to be taking all my diamond paintings out to figure out where my ruler fits on the canvas. I did see, I was telling Chris today, we were talking briefly because I was in the middle of doing my basement still. I was telling Chris today that this is a small one for the squares. What was I telling you today, Chris? Oh my God, it just went out of my head. What was I talking about? Oh God, I can't even rewind the tape and figure it out. Did it have something to do with the Diamond Art Emporium? Oh my gosh, I forgot what it was. Oh, it'll come back to me. I forgot what it was when I was talking about the diamond brush ruler. Oh, I was telling, isn't that great? And I thought that Chris developed it, and he is like, no, I didn't. I just made one on my own. Have you ever seen one before, Tracy? I've never seen one before. I am so excited. I can't wait. It'll probably be the only tray that I use from now on. I've never seen a tray where it's not up here. This one's going to take my drills out of my way, and now I can fit the length of my placer in here without having the drills hanging around at the top. Now they're just going to be out of my way, and look at all the lines I have. I don't have that many lines. Well, where's my favorite one? My favorite one is my Firefly, and it's falling apart. I've had this. This I bought with Drills and Chills first year. I never did again. So I'm going to have more rows, I believe. Sure I am. I got like a whole another tray. Got a whole another tray. I actually put on here too silicone feet so that I could put this on my canvas and not have it stick to my canvas. I got these in the dollar store. So there's a tip. The tip ladies here. But this tray is breaking apart. This is Leopard Leopold. Oh no, no. This is Firefly, but I got it as a bundle with Leopard Leopold, and I got a pen. I ordered the tray round grip and more square for my whips. The vertical tray is Chris from the Diamond Brush. Isn't it brilliant? It's brilliant. I love it. It's brilliant. And your drills come out on the side where your line is. So I just thought that was brilliant. See, this is coming off, but I still use it. And I use it because it goes with everything. It's gold and like a purplish color, and it has this on the side. That was the big thing for me. And the drills slide out easily and they don't get stuck. So that was the big selling point for my Firefly. But this I can't wait to use. I wish I had something up here that I could. Well, I do. I have my Night's Rest. Will I be ignoring you guys if I start to diamond paint? Can you talk amongst yourselves? So that's what I was telling Chris, that I have not seen a video for a diamond painting ruler yet. In fact, when he emailed me the first time and said, can I send you, I make these, can I send you one? I was like, what is it? And then I went on vacation, and then I came back because I saw this on Instagram. I'm like, wait a minute, that looks like something that guy Chris sent me, but it's not the same. I know it's not the same company. And I went and looked in my email, and I saw the ruler, and it was bigger. It wasn't half sized. It was bigger, of course. And get this out of the way. And that's how we got to talking. And I said, okay, I'm going to go buy one. And that's it. Like, I feel like I can't diamond paint without my ruler. I mean, I am, but I feel like I can't. But I now have a diamond painting shop out. So let me get my small square and see. I think I got a yellow one. I want the yellow. For me, I like a brighter color or a darker color. Let me get this off the Johnny's nice and comfortable breathing. I'll get some drills in this tray. I can't believe I bought 3 microphones. I haven't used one yet. I did try one, and it was I I sounded like I was like in a spaceship. Are you leaving us?
No, I'll be right back.
Can't believe he gave that away in the book. Loose lips. Wait. Diamond Bush, there should be a test package going out to Canada. Is it Angela? Oh no, she's in Australia. Angie. Ooh, I'm so excited. I received a very special gift today package from Chris yesterday, and he sent me the bigger trays with 3 and the funnel, and they're also amazing. Very nice. Oh, I thought I had juice. I forgot I had vodka. Let's take a big swings of it. Let me get this out of the way. Get this here, get my tray. Hold on. I have to be able to find stuff tomorrow when I come back in my room. My pen. Okay. Let's see. Now this is a square. No big deal at all about the book expose. It was funny. They love you, Johnny. You could do no wrong. I'm gonna point my camera down. I have these mics plugged in. Oh my god, I think I shoved them in there too tight. I have these mics plugged in and nobody's using them. The mics and the receivers, hon. Nobody's using them. I'm gonna put them over here. Get them off my desk so that we could look and see how the ruler looks on diamond paint. Yeah, this is Diamond Painting Shop. We're gonna take a look. Gabby's leaving. Hey guys, been a long day. I'm going to bed. Love you all. Bye, Gabrielle. Okay. So let me see. Where am I at on this where I actually have a space to put my ruler? I'm looking. Where I don't have drills down. Let's go this way. Do I have... I have to make sure that I have the drill too. Yep, I have the drill. Some of the drills are still downstairs. I want to put it this way. I need to get a diamond painting pen. I'll get my other rain stick if Donna's still here. This is the other rain stick. You can hear the drills coming down. Oh, come give me that. I hear it strapped on the floor.
Okay, here you go.
I'm trying to get a piece of the canvas that doesn't have drills on it. And see what you guys are saying. Okay. Let me get this light up higher too. Are you eating my bar? I'll kill you. Late to the party. Good evening, everyone. I ordered 2 rulers from Chris. I think the hardest part for me is placing them straight on the diamond painting, but it will happen. I know it will. It will. Okay, so here's where I'm going with this. Oh God, I'm not going to be able to point this thing down. Why is it always something? Do I have something else that I can use? Let me see, maybe I can use my case. I'm coming back, guys. Another case here. Damn. I need to go get another phone case. Talk to everybody.
I want to.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
What? I'm reading.
I had to go get another phone case because I don't have one that's going to stand. I can't tilt my phone down because of the arm on the tripod. Thank you. You had something to look at. My husband couldn't talk to you for 2 seconds. Okay. I had to put the thing on the back. Now hopefully I can get this to stand up. Let me see if this is going to stand up where I can film and you guys can see. Wait a minute. I still don't think it's going to work. Or maybe if I do it this way, back camera. Oh God, everything is always such a problem being a content creator. Always trying to work some kind of problem out. You do have a channel? Just sign up in. Yeah, just do it. Let me see if I can get you guys where you'll be able to see my canvas, since I'm going to have to like prop you up in a way. Let me shut this door. Oh, I know what I could do.
I'm getting the rest of my stuff.
I don't have...
Bye, everybody.
Bye. I went to go and... I can actually use the original tripod that I have. I'm over here running all around the house looking for something to use. And I have my new tripod that has an arm on it. And cuts everything off. I don't have a mod. You want to be one? Let me see here. That should hold my camera to the part here. You can see the canvas. Can you? I'll put you on, Jay Lily. Thank you. I don't know the difference between standard and regular. Okay. Are we on? Am I on? Whoa! Hello! Hit me right in the head. Okay, let's see. Why are you moving? Leg? You shouldn't be moving. Alright, so here is my ruler that is for squares. My canvas is for squares. I just want to see if this is going to, being that I have the smaller ruler and not the bigger ruler, if I'm not going to let's hide this part. I think I get a couple of rows where there's not a problem. Diamond Painting Shop doesn't want to play. I get about 3 rows that I can use the ruler with, and then it just goes bananas. Can you guys see that? I get like 3 rows in with no problem. It's pretty accurate. First 3 rows. I'm trying to get right on top of it. See, the first 3 rows I can be right, you know, within the grid lines, and then you see it starts to get funky, but that's all right. I can work with 3. I really should have used the back camera so I could see what the heck I'm doing, but you see what I mean. The first 3 rows, very good. I can work with that. And then you start to see a little bit of a, but this is for Diamond Art Club. This is not for a Diamond Painting Shop. But I got the smaller rulers to see if I could, you know, work a little bit with them as opposed to the bigger rulers. So I'm going to try and, well, I'm not going to try. I'm going to put some drills in the new. Am I in the shot? Yeah. In here. This is X. Oh, let me put my stopper in. I have drills flying everywhere. Got a little crazy. I got a little crazy. I guess you can use the reservoir on either side. Got a little crazy. I did a lot of drills. But there you have it. Oh, I'm dropping drills everywhere. I put too many in there. This is a wonderful, juicy part. And like Chris says, do the right, do the left. And then do your middle. Oh, what happened? I'm gonna let go. Okay. Technical difficulties. Can you guys hear that rain stick? I think this is my canvas. There we go. Might have to change my putty. It's acting up. So Chris says, do your outside lines first, because then you're going to get that middle one that's going to go in and push them up against the wall, and you get that crunch. I need to change that putty in there. It's not behaving. This Art Dot putty lasts so long that, you know, it just keeps going until it doesn't. And it always does it when you're in the middle of a demo. All right, let's get that middle crunch in there. Bold spot now. And everybody's buddied up. Everybody's got a buddy. Nice and neat. I think too, if you're practicing your squares and you just have this, you know, you kind of narrow your focus down to just this area here, you know. Now I just looked into a spot where I had a lot of color blocking. Fit pretty good. I'm getting a little cocky. I'm getting a little cocky trying to put that big placer in there. Hear that crunch going in there? Nice. Let's do these top three. and then I will pull it off. For not being a, for this being a diamond painting shop canvas, no, I wouldn't put my nails on, so I'm not going to be ruining my manicure. There we go. I need a little help. There you go. Diamond painting shop. And all you had to worry about were these 3 lines. And if you see anything that doesn't look good, then you go in with your aligner. I had my aligner on this desk all night long, and now I don't see it. But you would just go in with your aligner. But I don't really need to align anything. My drills look really good. And then you would fill in the line that you have blank. You know, that was hidden by the ruler. There we go. There you go. Where's Pamela? Oh, got the wrong. They stick one little different symbol right in the middle of it all. Oh God, I love this vertical line. Look at that. I don't know if I'm using this the right way or not, but I'm loving it. So we tested the diamond painting shop. Now I could have got the first 3 lines in, and then you'll take it off, and then you have 3 rows to put in again anyway. Did I come up short? Yeah, I did. How fast was that? That was only 1 line. Did I flat leave you guys? Yeah, I was just doing it. Did you see it? I let them know it's only made to work with a Diamond Art Club canvas. However, very curious to see if I could use it with Diamond Painting Shop. Same way I'm going to be curious to see if I can use it with, now this is a newer Diamond Painting Shop, and I'm very curious to see if I could use it with Dreamer Design, and I could only use the first 3. But like I just said, I only did 1 row, I took it off, And look how much I got done. Like, how long was I gone, guys? I got all this done in like no time, and they're perfectly aligned. You could only get 3 rows that this fits perfectly in Diamond Painting Shop. So if you did 3 rows and then took it off and you still had 3 rows to fit in, and you're having trouble with your squares and you're only concentrating on 1 row at a time, you're able to, you know, practice your square. You know, you don't have to, I know about being morally ambitious and wanting to eat the world, and get everything done, but I just wanted to test it. Now when I get my Diamond Art Club square canvas out, I'm going to be able to do all these rows. And I like having a bigger ruler and a smaller one, because when you're first starting, you're using your bigger ruler, but then you come up to those parts where, you know, maybe you want to turn your canvas sideways and just work around the border, and you want to work in a vertical line and you don't have the space to do a whole big ruler. There's so many things that I learned using the ruler and diamond painting with it. So, and now I had the bigger bigger ruler, and I forget which canvas I was testing it on, but I'm like, this is not going to work, because it looked like it would, but it wouldn't. But yeah, it's just a bit. The first 3 are perfect, and then it's top and bottom. But I'll send you a clip so that you could see. You know, I'm working with, I keep going out and buying all this stuff as a content creator, as far as tripods and standing tripods and microphones that don't fit in to my tripod once the receiver is on the end. And I'm like, ah. It's just a bit of calculus to figure out how to make it all work. And, you know, Chris, that could be your forte, because not only do I not see these rulers anywhere, but if you had rulers that fit, that were made for different diamond painting houses, like this is for Diamond Art Club, this is for Dreamer Designs, this is for Diamond Painting Shop, this is for Jaded Gem Shop. I don't have any jade. You know, that could be your niche, where you have rulers custom designed for that particular, and you're good with pinpointing the exact measurements of the Now, of course, canvases are going to change. And again, I think maybe, I don't know why Diamond Art Club had so many round canvases for their anniversary, but they did, unless they're trying to woo in new diamond painters, and they didn't want to go to, like, because you guys are here and you guys are scared of square drills. But if I had to just practice my square drills and I put this on, who knows, Chris, maybe you just make a ruler that only has a couple of rows to practice your square drills. Maybe you make a ruler that's only 1 or 2 fingers. I mean, that's what these lives are about. It's like a brainstorming session where you could just practice your square drills with one row. I don't know how close to, I mean, like, listen, I'm looking at this very narrow mind, you know, with a narrow, you know, outlook. I don't know. You might be saying this girl's crazy, but who knows? Mm-hmm. 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 That's a thought, and I think that's what these lives, you know, especially on this channel, we're all very creative, and we all go into these brainstorming sessions. And Yvonne, did you see that the 3 rows worked? Hi, Jennifer. Me too. Dreamer Designs changed that square canvas. And I love Ivan Balakovic. He actually commented on one of my videos that I did because I made an observation on one of his, on Visions of the Past, and he was really impressed with the fact that I was able to, you know, see that in the canvas. But it's the tighter grid is taking the joy out of the canvas for me, and it's just so frustrating that I am reduced to using a tweezer to do a Dreamer Design canvas these days. You know, Yvonne, 3 rows are better than none. That's mine. You know, that's my thinking, and it might help you practice your squares, and it might help you get a feel for them, because then you take the fingers off and you have those 3 rows that were, you have those rows that were being covered, you know, by the other columns, and then you fill those in. And you know, for me, just when I'm doing this with the larger one too, and I'm still just looking, my eye is just focusing on this row that I'm doing. Then I go over to the next row, then I go over to the next row, and I would know, okay, only the first 3 rows. And then that's what I would fill in, and then I would take this off, and then I would have 3 more rows to pick up where I left off, and then just move the ruler over. Yeah, Dreamer Design has probably the trashiest black drills I have ever seen. And I can't remember if the canvas that I was kitting up, it was a Dreamer Design canvas, and they were so staticky, and it was just so frustrating because you love the artist, you love the artwork, and then you're just like reduced down to, yeah, it's too bad. Like I'm hemming and hawing with the mermaid. I should take the mermaid down and look at the canvas with the round ruler. I have a very old Curtis Reykjavik. I have the Ice Queen. Ah, interesting. I don't have a jade yet, and I watch people do jade at Gem Shop, and all I can see really is the cut of the drills, and they look amazing. They look like they stand up higher, and they look like they're more faceted. But I get anxiety when I go on her site. That too. I feel like I'm too overwhelmed by the choices that I have to make in ordering one of her canvases. And I didn't know Craftably did. Yeah. I would love to have one, though. I've seen Anthony do a million of them. I think Mia does Jaded Gem Shop. I know Lizette loves Jaded Gem Shop. Lizette has gotten some awesome canvases from Jaded Gem Shop. Awesome. She's got a great eye for a diamond painting. The one with the goldfish, the other one with the girl with the butterflies splattered, and the paint looks like watercolor. Yeah, I'm lost on her website too. I just don't know. And I know she does a lot of shorts. And if you didn't know that, it's usually her doing the shorts. And but Anthony had told me, don't be afraid. She will help you with anything that you're confused with. You know, she'll even tell you where your enhancements should go. And he likes her hand rendering. So, RTS is the easiest. I've seen Bella Art. Yeah, because of the tariffs. Yeah. I haven't had a Muni made. Oh, ready to ship. I think we all know. I think I kind of know who this artist is because I was watching Diamond and Thoughts. Does anybody ever go to her channel? And that's where I saw the fairy from. Oh, I'm trying to keep everybody's name right. Diamond Arts Emporium. I saw her doing a fairy. Diamond Painting Shop is really really good. I showed Cafe Terrace earlier. I showed my Moon Muka earlier. Night's Rest is from her too. I love Rosa. She's very on top of things, and even though she's a bigger small shop, you still get a lot of attention from her. She gets back to you right away. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, I think I did go over to Bella Art. I didn't realize that she had canvases, and a lot of them were really cute. And even Lizette went over to Enabler's Outpost and got a really cute canvas, which is like so out of her normal. It's like a lot of color blocking. I think it's called Cat Latte. Cat, is it cat? No, wait. Oh, what is it? Matcha cat? Yeah, that moon is so pretty. I had ideas that I wanted to do with my mukas, and I actually wanted to because they're so big, and my mother contacted me the other day. I used to have mukas in my restaurant, and I had them in my restroom. I had the Seasons, and they have a wood frame, and they're mirrors. And she's like, what do you want to do with this muka? With these mukas, I have them in my garage from when you closed your restaurant. And I was like, oh God, maybe I should just bring them here, hang them on the wall, or bring them, put them in my bathroom once my bathroom is done. What are you guys saying here? It's very sad. I went through as well, man, but shipping fear. I didn't even know Art and Soul was gone. Ever After? Has it Ever After been around for a long time? Hannah Lynn. Wasn't Hannah Lynn with somebody else and then she left and now she's back? Yeah, I think I heard this story from Art and Soul. Oh no, Ever Moments. Oh, so Ever After is a new company. Oh, all right. Then maybe that's where Gabrielle got some. She got okay. Yeah, Hannah Lynn is actually on Diamond Painting Shop too. Now she's got her own company. Oh boy, the drama. But to have one person take the joy away from so many people. I know that there was another diamond painter. I think it was Katie that said I really miss her, but now she's back. Bowers, because I think her artwork was being stolen, and she said I don't want to do this anymore. But she has some beautiful artwork. But I think I seen her back on Diamond Art Club. She is the no comment. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured as much. I think Diamond Thought let that out of the bag when she was kind of like really taken back on her channel. Brittany and Robin. Brittany and Robin are from where? And I know you guys, we were looking at the ruler, but what'd you guys think of the tray? I think I had it backwards. I think I'm doing it wrong. I think actually the reservoir, I don't think it matters, honestly. I think it's made to use on the right or the left. I loved it. Do I like the tray? I love it. I love it. I love not having my tray go up and down, even though I paint. I love having my tray not being north to south, even though I paint north to south. I felt much more comfortable this way. Much more comfortable this way. I don't know. I'm tearing through this summer with the masters. I'm going to be so proud of myself if I get another diamond painting done. And the reason why my Rico is not done, because he was on the door too, is because I ran out of drills there too. I'm gonna have to take you guys on another shopping trip to DP with sparklers. Brittany and Robin were originally with Art and Soul and did a recent video on HL with her own DP company, with Hannah Lynn. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I love doing. I took everybody on a shopping trip with me to DP with sparklers and had my idea mapped out of how I was going to turn that skull into a heart. And we went on a little shopping spree together. And that was fun. That was fun doing a screenshot of DP with sparklers, because she has so many interesting. In fact, I think I did it too for the Mermaid with Curtis Reikovich. I got some really great kaleidoscope drills. I heard Rich talking about that. They love the kaleidoscope drills, and I got some beautiful water bubble drills because she's a mermaid, and there's bubbles around her that will fill up like maybe 4 spaces to make a water bubble, and they're awesome because they're aqua and they're like opalescent and they look like water. The diamond brush, have you made the thingy to roll up the canvases while working on it? Don't know if it has a name. I actually seen somebody with one of them. She's in the Philippines though, and she has like this clip that rolls up her canvases. I need to get off this chair, it's killing me. Since I'm not diamond painting, I don't know what the hell I'm doing over there. Let's shut that air conditioner too, I'm freezing. Thank you. I got one from Bystine and I love it. I've seen this girl on, she's doing a lot for Dreamer Designs. She does a lot of their promos. And I can't remember her name, but her friend is probably a 3D printer, and all her stuff is has a monogram on it. She has all these great anime trays and stuff. She's the one that has the clip that rolls up the canvas. You fell in with a crew. They're going to keep you busy, Chris, which is a good thing. Trying to get my things all tightened up here so my phone doesn't fall and hit me in the face. It's going to fall anyway and hit me in the face. There we go. There's my beautiful... Yeah, we're an impatient bunch. But let me ask you something, Chris. If you had to take custom orders, would you be able to do that? Because I know people wait for Muni Made. I've never had a Muni Made, and when I hear that people wait, like, oh, you have to wait until your number comes up for her to make a tray for you, I'm like, what the heck is going on here? I have a very morally ambitious crew here, and they like, so I can go from 7 days to 5 7. So if somebody were to say to you, Chris, I have a diamond painting and for you to take a measurement of a canvas, so somebody has an ever moment, if that's the one that I'm thinking of, and they send you they drop you a photo of their canvas, are you able to get measurements off of that? The Diamond Brush just shared your coming soon IG post on my IG. We got a crew. We're a little gang. Yeah, Instagram. Oh, I have to figure out what's going on. I'm getting a little. So I'm waiting to see what Chris is going to tell me about what I just posed. Oh, it's just ko-fi.com/@the-diamond-brush. Tracy, are you the contact that he's waiting on? Okay, Diamond Brush. No, I need to purchase a canvas. Okay. All right. So that's not cost effective for you to buy a canvas from a company. And I was thinking if someone sent you, you know, a high resolution photo of their canvas, are you able to get measurements from that to create a ruler? So that's not good. Tracy. So like I was saying, like Muni Maid, I know that it takes a while to get something from them. I don't know if it's a him or a her. And, you know, people just wait for, you know, they wait until their order comes up and then they like mega order stuff from them because it's like, oh, my number came up. Well, then I'm going to get like 6 or 7 trays from them. So, I don't know. I was also thinking that yep, Diamond Art Club is the leader, and Dreamer Designs is right behind, and then I don't know who I would put in 3rd place. Actually, I don't know. Jay Lately, what does that say? Yep, the Diamond Brush. Yeah, they'd have to send you their canvas, then it might be lost. I'm just thinking of trying to think of ways. Okay, Diamond Dots. Yeah, Diamond Dots actually sells masterclass canvases that come in boxes. I don't know if Sandy got that one, that it was already prepped for her. We don't hear a lot about Diamond Dots, and I think that they make fabulous canvases. I was a little disappointed in the masterclass kit that they were selling. I think that they could have put a little bit more thought into that. You know, a little bit better tools, some putty, not just the wax. There were a few things, a little bit about the artist. There were a few things. Okay, here I'm thinking Dreamer's done. I'm thinking Dreamer's done. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't, if I don't see Dreamer, I see a lot of Diamond Art Club. They're really the two, but that might just be the circles that I run in as, you know, people that I watch. But then that's not true because Lizette does a lot of Jaded Gem Shop, but I think that that would be tricky all the way around. Since does Jade print her own canvases? She doing her printing too? That would be really interesting. Maybe that's why Ren wants to start creating canvases produced here in the United States. But I thought all... Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I know that she does a lot of hand rendering, though. Interesting. I've only heard of one new small shop from Rich that does the minis in-house, but didn't catch the name. The community that they want to dictate the products they need. Really? There is somebody that... It wasn't Diamond Arts Emporium? Because I know that he wants to start doing stuff in-house. So everyone else is like ordering from like Temu. Oh, people are, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, doing Temu canvases when I found this medium, I'm surprised that I can, you know, continue to do diamond painting, because if I didn't have the curiosity to say, what are these, what is it, where, what is this diamond painting, and like I was in my own little bubble, My son came in with, a question about Temu and I had never even heard of it. And he's like, well, they have a big craft section. You should look at it. And then when I did, and I looked at what I was doing at the time, like rubber art stamping, and I was like, these are all rip-offs of artists that I know. This is artist work that I know. Like, this is Stampendous or Dina Wakely. This is their work. And then I went over to diamond art, and like after like my second diamond art, I was like, well, did they create these canvases, or are these someone else's too? When I put diamond painting, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Like Diamond Art Club and Dreamer Design, like they were the first two that smacked me in the face. And I think Ever Moment. Hi, Dana. Yeah. Temu has so many diamond painting houses right there in China. I don't know that any one ruler would be accurate for just to say a Temu canvas. And when I got the ones that were ripped off from what's her name on Diamond Art Club, the first thing that hit me was the smell. The smell of the glue was so strong that I can't even believe that I tried to work on it. It was giving me a headache. Dana, what are you working on? Yeah, what do you think, Chris? Do you think that the Temu canvases would all fall under, one ruler? Are you going to try the smaller canvases, the smaller ruler, Yvonne? Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Yeah, that's just it. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of these rulers. I mean, I seen yours, and I saw the one that I saw by mistake and thought it was yours until I contacted you from email, and I'm like, the only other thing that I saw was some girl playing around with cable ties. I was like, what is she doing? She had a bunch of cable ties, and and because a cable tie is as wide as one of your rows, she was putting cable ties down every other line, and she was diamond painting in between the cable line, the zip ties, like, cable ties. She was diamond painting in between the cable ties, and I thought, you know, I don't. I mean, I guess people will do anything, but Blue Moon by Andy Russell. You're not gonna tell me. Where is that from, Dana? I think if you Team of canvases will not fit a single ruler. That's why most rulers are sold, in packages. Yeah. I know you want the ballerina. Oh, Captured by Radiance, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of another I'm thinking of a diamond painting on Diamond Painting Shop called Radiance. Diamond Painting Shop has a lot of really beautiful diamond painting artists, really exciting stuff. Yeah, well, the rulers that they sell you in bulk, if you don't know how to do the math to figure out which one that you want, which is counting from the corner 50 diamond, 50 drill spaces, you have to count, and you have to put your millimeter ruler between the 50th and the 51st diamond painting box, drill box, and then you have to measure your millimeters. It's like so you people get the bulk of diamond painting rulers because they're like, I don't know which one I need. I'll just give me a bunch of them. Ooh, Yvonne. If I can make a single ruler for Timu canvases, I'm retiring early. Like tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to check out Captured by Radiance. Who was asking about... I think... it was Tracy that got her J wall from Diamond Painting Shop. And when she held it up, I actually thought that they were bigger than they actually are. But when you held that up, all I saw was like, you didn't even have to zoom in. All I saw was confetti. I'm interested, Tracy, if you're still here, what size sections you work in when you do something that's that heavy confetti. Yeah, we were just talking about Jade at Gem Shop. Maybe you can help us order. We get a little overwhelmed ordering from Jade at Gem. Well, I haven't ordered from her yet. I get over, I see beautiful canvases, but then I get overwhelmed in the whole ordering process. And then I have a really beautiful fairy that I want to have custom made. And I don't know if I would do it public. I have so many canvases. I still have my Diamond Art Club box that I need to open that I ordered from the 7-year anniversary last weekend. It's still sitting there because I did 4 unboxings this week. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what Anthony from Single and Placing told me, the same thing. That she will help you order it. And Chris is saying, I love the confetti in Witch Hazel. I really have not had a confetti heavy canvas yet. And part of me wants to dip my toe in, and the other part of me is like, are you really ready? Are you really ready to take that leap? I don't know. I don't know. I think what got me developing my own method of doing confetti, which is to do all your white symbols in your 10 by 10 square or 5 by 5 square if it's really confetti heavy, to do all your white symbols first because they are your shade colors and they create an outline for that particular block. What got me really was when I did Beauty and Violet, and when I did, they're both Lady in Hat is Gustav Klimt. Beauty and Violet, I think Dreamer Designs did an excellent job. Thank you. Do you like it? Do you like it? Jade is backed up. Wow. I think Dreamer Designs, for as much as I love the artists on Dreamer Designs stateside, but I like their canvases more that come out. Well, they all come from overseas, but I like their custom department so much. Like, I love my Beauty and Violet. I'm just going to point my camera up there. Can I get up? Look at her. I mean, she looks like an oil painting. She's beautiful. The coloring that they did in it, where they decided to put the AB drills, I absolutely love her. I love her. And then they did the Gustav Klimt. And I thought I was going to have a heart attack doing the confetti section of it. But I just love the way that the gown drapes on her, the coloring and everything else. I think the Dreamer Design does an excellent job on custom canvases. I would have never thunk it, but they do. Oh, the wildflower is pretty too. If I could create a diamond painting tray, I would love to have the tray with a wide top edge, if that makes sense. I have a bad habit of resting my outer palm on the top as so I do that too, believe it or not. And I put a piece of release paper on the section that I'm working in so I don't stick my palm to it too. That's probably why we do that. We have that palm rest going on. But I got an eye pillow, and I use it on my canvas sometimes when I have to rest my arm. I put an eye pillow on there because it has like that beanbag effect. The edge cuts into your palm, and even with this desk that I'm at that moves up and down, the edge of it cuts into, right in this area here when I'm leaning and diamond painting. So yeah, that's what I would say. Get yourself a, what else was I using? I was using something else. I have to go back into my own tips and tricks to figure out what the heck I was using to rest my hand, because one of my earlier subscribers had DeQuervons that you get when from repetitive motion, you get this pain right in here. They call it carpal tunnel sometimes, but carpal tunnel is here. But this part of your hand gets swollen from repetitive motion. I was like, yeah. Find a pool noodle. Well, nah. A pool noodle that's the same size as a number 2 pencil. Actually, Ren from the Diamond Painting Shop, he sent me really thin pool noodles that he wrapped the canvases in. But I don't think that they're that thin. I like deep trays too. I love a high wall. Yeah, Chris, come on, get on it. We also need an edging tool. to keep our borders straight. Well, my ruler does that. I've never had straight borders in my life. And when I use my ruler, my edges on my canvases are perfection. So neat and straight. July release. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's a good thing that you bought those 2 extra printers, Chris. I love it. I love it. What else was I thinking about with the canvases and the rulers? Can't think. I think I hit everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about as far as what happened this week. Some with the masters, and I have the angel you did from Diamond Art Emporium. It might be my next one. The female or the male? Thank you for doing the mod, Jay Lily. Yeah, and Yvonne, who you were just talking to, sent me a second one. And I might do that for my mom. I love his angels. The name of the designer was Santa Claus. Did you get it? Was it in stock? Because I know his made to orders are going to be like really a long time. And I love the male angel. Yeah, he's blowing a lot of stuff out of his inventory to move on to the next leg of whatever it is that he's doing. I did send him a note on Etsy that I did the unboxings of the angel that Yvonne gave me, and also the angel I already had, and the square drill practice, and the fairy. And I have to check and see if he got back to me. If he didn't. Hello, Zap Talk. Happy birthday. Do these people have nothing to do? Okay. I don't know who Zap Talk is. Are you a diamond painter? I actually forgot what I was talking about. It actually went right out of my head. So, what was it about? Oh my God, it went in and went out again. It went in and out again. What the heck I was talking about? Oh, Diamond Art Emporium. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to check and see if he got back to me, because I was asking about where he is between the two stores, even though his vlog is very interesting. And the reason why I chose to support his store during the whole tariff situation is because he was very transparent about what his costs were and how he was trying to do the best that he could for the people that were still patronizing his shop. And I've always found him to be very, not just helpful, but always, you could see the love that goes into what he does when you get a package from him. And, just the little details that he does. Like if he didn't have, like that one pool noodle that he had that wasn't long enough, so he cut 2 and taped 1 together. It's just like, it's all those little things that you don't see from big companies that I notice all those little details. I just noticed all those little details with him, and not going the extra mile because he knew that I had a channel and that I was going to review him, because I seen a lot of people with stuff from him that and unboxings from him that, or not unboxings, but said that when they opened their box there was just like a lot of love put into there, and I love that. I love that about smaller shops. So that's I really want to see him keep succeeding in what it is that he's doing, because it's so hard. I know that his stuff really doesn't go to waste. It's not like something that has to be moved very quickly because it might, but I'm sure, he's got a warehouse. He's outside of New York, I believe. So, yeah, that's one of the shops that I chose to shop from, along with all the other ones, too. And I'm getting a little overwhelmed with my stash and wanting to open everything up like my friend Lizette and to have 10 diamond paintings going at the same time. But I think she thrives in that. You have to know who you are. I think I would just get very overwhelmed with stuff because I'm becoming overwhelmed, and I would hate to think that I'm misplacing things. Sometimes I have to go back and refer back to my own unboxings to see, and I did that with Cafe Terrace at Night. I'm like, how can I be running out of these drills when there's such a big spot that still has to be done, and how could I be out of these drills? And I went back to the unboxing to see, well, how many packages did I really say that I had? And it's like, no, I'm just short of those drills. I have to go and find those too. I just want to go back to my notes and make sure that yeah, well, that's how we all start. How long have you been diamond painting? I think that's where we all start, with one at a time, and then all of a sudden it's like you need a break from what you're doing. Maybe the one that you're doing is just too much confetti and you want to feel like you're getting something done, so you go to one that has a lot of color blocking, and then it's like, well, I still want to get something done, so I'm going down to a snack size. Yeah, you're a baby. I'm a baby too. I'm only 2 years in, but I was looking at my old videos that I did when I first started my channel, and I'm like, oh my God, you were such I still am, but I was diamond painting out of the little trays that came from all my Temu canvases that I did. I was still painting with a stick pen. I was like, I refuse. I am not buying anything. I'm not buying a tray. I'm not buying a pen. I'm not buying putty. I'm going to use the wax that comes. And all of a sudden, one Diamond Art Club painting, and it came with a pen, and then all of a sudden it was, well, maybe I could just get some putty. And then you realize that not all putty is created equal. You know which one I'm trying, what I really want to try, if any of you guys tried Mama's Mud and Patty's? How long will it take you to kit up your Josephine wall, Tracy? How many colors? I'm checking my notes again. She's laughing. If I don't finish, I won't. Well, there's that too. 200 plus. What are you using? Are you using Art Dot or Elizabeth Ward? Oh, I bought fully into the custom pens trays. My absolute favorite putty is Jade. I hear that too. I hear that Jade has some really awesome putty. Yeah, the Art Dot ones. Lizette just got the Art Dot ones because she didn't think that she was going to be able to break down her. She had so many kitted up, and she had to break down. And she said, "I'm just going to get the Art Dot one so that I could start kitting up my next, masterpiece that she's doing." And I hear Intergalactic Putty is very good too. I still have the pink and purple Art Dot putty that I don't use. I'm trying to mix it together to see if I can come up with a texture that I like, and I might just try that trick with the arrowroot. That's really something that I should put on my I think I put my pen away, that I should put on my thing about the arrowroot. Do I have a pen here? I only have a pen holder. The writer doesn't have a pen. and put that on there, the putty. The pink and purple putty. Do something else this week that you want to demo. Yeah, I forgot who told me about intergalactic putty. Anybody else have any putty ideas? Maybe, did I put it on here? No, I gotta go get my pen, because this will fly right out of my brain. Oh God, the washi tape. Let me tell you about the washi tape. I can't use it as a border. I don't use it to make, well, now that I have the ruler, I'm not using washi tape. And I'm trying to use it like to be crafty in my journal. Creation Warren, I've used hers. I'm writing all this down because I'm going to need to do. I have John's readings on here, Discord, and now I want to do I want to try the arrow root to see if it helps with the Art Dot Putty, pink and purple. They're so different. The blue is so strong, and then the pink and the purple, they're in between, but they're both different too. Yeah, I love that people that curate their canvases, they have a canvas, and then they curate the washi tape to the canvas, and they curate the pen to the canvas, and the putty or the wax, and the smell. It's really a beautiful thing. And diamond painting with Laura, I always said, did probably one of the best jobs that I've ever seen with curating a canvas, you know, right down to the cover minder. Yeah, Jennifer, I got a sample of that from Ren. And he just sent it to me with the mermaid, not the mermaid, the fairy. And I opened it up. I was like, oh my God, I would wear this. It smelled so good. I think it was like a blackberry. So I'm going to try that too, my black dahlia. Maybe I'll take that out tomorrow. I got the rulers coming out tomorrow. I got the putty coming out tomorrow. I got the vlog coming out tomorrow. And something else. I forgot already. I forgot what it was. I have unboxings to do. Oh, and John wants to read chapter 4 of Jules. So he better get up early with me and have a cup of coffee. Oh, did everybody, DP and Rob, oh, Brittany and Robin, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting ready to tell you about Brittany and Robin. Are they sparkling diamonds? Are they sparkling diamonds? I'm getting ready to tell you guys. I have it written down here, Brittany and Robin. I'm like, why do I have Brittany and Robin? I don't even know who these people are. They're Brittany and Robin. I think I actually did a shout out for them Monday when I saw that I don't even know how this came across my feed. Diamond painting, probably because I watched the Diamond Art Club diamond painting event on Ditzy and Diamond and Washi, and so now they came into my feed with, do you want to know what diamond painting events are happening in June and July? And if you have one, would here's the Google form, you could fill it out and I'll put you on our master list of diamond painting events. Does anybody know? That has to be them. Sparkling Diamond with Brittany and Robin. Now reviewing Hannah Lynn paintings. Does that make sense? Thanks, Tracy. I'm going to be getting off in a little bit too. Well, anyway, that's what I had to tell you guys about Brittany and Robin that I have here that they have if you go to Sparkling Diamonds, they have a list of diamond painting events. I have thought about having a diamond painting event. I love my enhancement drills. I love getting a canvas that has a lot of, well, Yvonne, yeah, that was the tip. If humidity is wreaving havoc on your putty, try a little arrowroot. And if it's running havoc on your diamond painting, take the plastic off. Let your canvas breathe for at least 24 hours to suck up that humidity. And the other tip that I learned about was to use release paper and get rid of the plastic, because the plastic traps that humidity in the diamond painting, makes it slippery. Barbara was having a problem with her, and I went down this rabbit hole. What can I learn about slippery diamond painting canvases? So I was thinking about having a diamond painting event that had to do with canvases that have a lot of ABs. That sounds like fun. Yeah, Sparkling Diamonds, that's them. That's who they are. I didn't know that this was, it was kind of layered with all this other stuff going on. Picking my hairpin up because my cat will find it. With them, but they do diamond painting events, and I think the only diamond painting event that I would do would be one that has like a lot of AB drills. Cafe Terrace at Night has 12. Am I doing another one that has a lot of AB drills in it? I'm trying to think. Oh, the fairy one has a lot of AB drills in it. So guys, let me know if you want to do a diamond painting event that has a lot of diamond painting drills. And I'm talked out. Been talking for hours now. 3.5. So I'm going to bid you adieu. And thanks for all the brainstorming and tips. Chris has got a lot of work. He's going to have to quit his job. And I will see you here tomorrow for the diamond painting ruler. The vlog will be going up in the morning with my coffee and something else that I'm doing. I got to check my notes. The 3 hours and the ghost is still on. All right. Hi, Wendy. Yeah, I'm going to go back and look at their videos. I just actually, they came by my feed for the events, and I thought that was really very nice if they had a doc that had all the events on there. Thanks, Sandy. It was good talking to you, too. Me too, Pamela. I'll see you on the diamond painting brush, and if Chris is doing something, you might be able to continue this chat over at the diamond brush. I don't know, but I will see you guys as always in the next one, which will be tomorrow morning. Everybody rest up. See you in the morning. Bye.